wife.
No. Oh,
So Sam, discuss more in depth about how hello folks at home. We're starting off with a big bang
Hold
here.
on, the fucking AC's on.
Turn it off. We're not gonna cut this out. Turn it off.
I mean.
So tell us, Sam. Tell us about the fact that earlier. What?
Turn off Journey.
Oh, no.
Journey.
No.
Don't copyright us, please.
Oh, please.
No.
Okay.
Over there. Click on the.
That's really not intuitive at all. You have to hover over it before it tells you how to pause it. Anyways,
What?
so
What?
Sam.
No. Okay. Yeah. Go on.
So Sam.
Yeah.
we got a new phone. He got a Pixel. He's very happy with it.
Pixel 3a.
He's very happy with it. We're on our way back to his house, and he is like,
No, it
man.
wasn't even at his house. We were literally still in the store.
No, we were leaving.
No, we were leaving
driving.
at that point. Yes, we were in the car.
But I don't think it was the day I got the Pixel.
It was.
It was the same exact day that you got the Pixel, and he was like, and I was talking about like, you should probably get a case for that though. Did you like if you don't have plans, you should like if you don't have plans of buying one at the store, you should get one on Amazon. He goes, why? And I'm like, to defend your phone. He goes, cases are just meant. They don't do anything. They're a scam.
Yeah.
And like
The exact word was scam.
And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah. Drayton, do you have a case for your phone? Drayton's like, no. And he's like, see, and I had my other phone for years, and I never had it break. I never had it crack. And he was like very adamant about it. And we asked, are you screwing with us? And he's like, no, it's real.
He's like, I'm being very genuine about this. I don't understand why.
No,
Yeah.
I did not say that.
Yes,
Vic.
you did.
No,
You
I
were
did
like,
not.
I'm being real. I don't understand why you need a case.
I just think you guys. I just tricked you guys. Like that's how good I am, man.
I cut
Do
to
you
now.
honestly think?
Yes, I honestly think.
No. You shouldn't. Come
Okay.
the fuck on. No.
He literally today though was like, boy, I really should get a case for my phone.
Yes.
He's like, there's some scratches on here. And
They're off screen.
immediately
They are off screen.
I started laughing, and Drayton started laughing, and I looked at Drayton and went, do you know why I'm laughing? And Drayton's like, I know exactly why.
Fucking.
My favorite part is that you didn't know Sam.
No,
you
look,
didn't.
It
you
took me a bit.
You literally went. You looked at us both while we were laughing, and we both looked at each other and made eye contact.
Because I didn't think you guys took me seriously when I said that.
Why would you literally?
know
I don't know, because
we know when to not take you seriously because there's a certain way you go on.
Apparently not.
So 99% of the time we're correct not to take him seriously.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's saying that this one time where he is completely being backed into a corner is the time he's joking. This one time. That's really
if you
fucking
guys,
suspicious.
well, I can't say anything because I can't change your guys' mind. I literally can't. No matter how many times I go, no, I was just fucking with you.
Because now you're saying it, not then, and you're saying it now once we've backed you into a corner for this funny thing.
Yeah, because you.
Then if you would have said it before that, if you would have went, huh, I should get a case. And then we would be like, you were fucking with us. You were definitely. But the way you said that, too, you were dead serious. He was like, I'm not happy with these scratches on my phone.
Then.
Yeah.
Your
know,
exact
it's
words were, I am
crazy.
not happy with the scratches on my phone. I should get a case.
Sam, so Sam likes to gaslight us a lot, and this is exactly the problem that gaslighting your friends has. Is now we can't take him seriously.
I've done it. I've deceived you. I've buried myself into your mind to second guess everything I say now. I've succeeded.
He's an emotionally manipulative friend.
Get him out.
No, this is my house.
What?
No!
So, after that intro,
Yes.
Let's get a intro.
That was a cold opening. It was nice.
That was really cool. The fucking AC was on.
Yeah,
Journey
I
was
literally-
funny. We had the mood set. There's candles.
I was like, I have to get him in the act, or else I'm not gonna.
You're not
I'm
gonna
get
capture this
Yeah,
moment.
Record me on tape for
exactly.
this. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I
what
mean,
we're
we've
gonna
also
Sam.
recorded like other people on tape just fucking having some of the worst experiences really quick. I think there was a moment in Duke where I just went, fuck this, I don't want to talk anymore.
Fucking
And I just shut down while you guys were talking. That's what I
Our
don't
lights
care.
See it on his
caught on
eyes. They just
camera.
clicked off.
I was just like, I need to beat this now.
Yeah. So I'm glad you got to experience that with us and experience some of Sam's gaslighting leaking into the microphones into your ears.
Yes.
Okay, now that we've done that, let me introduce.
Okay.
Welcome to the S.A.D cast with your host,
Austin.
Sam.
and Drayton. And we are on episode 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Episode 3. We don't know what we're going to call it yet because we're just starting it.
We just start, how about we'll call it Sam's harassment. That's
No.
Too late.
We'll figure it out.
Sam's harassment, so he can get more sympathy points.
Capitalize the A.
Harassment.
Why?
Harassment.
That's fucked up, dude.
Harassment.
Well, I'm the one who uploads.
So, all right.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Harassment.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay. So today we wanted to talk about our journey through now that the channel at this point has
now launched. And we have a bunch of stuff set
Has
up.
it been a month since? No, it has been.
No,
not
it's
a
only
month
been 3
yet.
weeks. About 3 or 2 weeks. We're still pretty early in it.
Yeah,
Really?
it's only been like a
about
week or two.
2 weeks.
Hold on, let me see when our first one went up.
It was
Yeah.
Tuesday of the 7th.
I think, yeah, it was like July.
It's still July.
Okay, it is July. I thought we started in June. My bad.
No.
My bad. My
This
bad.
is the same thing that happened. Okay, funny
my goodness.
story. There was a month where we were recording on and off.
Oh my God.
And then we were still in school at the time. And we had finished that month of school and school had just ended.
Oh my God. It
And
was
then
a
we
week ago. No
and
way.
then we looked we were starting to record more so then we could get more of a backlog. And Sam, we have a group messenger where we talk to each other because sometimes we just don't have time to speak to each other. And Sam said, "We really wasted last month, and I was like,
Yeah, with
it was
the
like,
channel.
and I was like, I looked at Austin because me and him I think we're still just like grabbing something. And
Yeah, and I was
looked at
like,
Austin and
what?
went- I was like,
We were in school, Sam.
and I was like, weren't we at school?
Sam is completely clocked out of the conversation.
Because then I looked
immediately.
out, and because then we saw Sam, I
Sam,
was
just
like,
because you don't like the conversation topic doesn't mean you clock out.
it's not.
You did this with H3 too. Whenever
Okay,
H3
oh,
gets brought
don't
up,
you compare me that fucker. Don't
No,
you dare.
no, I'm
don't.
not- I'm
now
not
you stuck the
comparing- I'm not
coin in the
comparing
arcade
you.
machine.
The lights are going now. The sound effects are
Okay,
going.
here's my in my defense, I think once every 1 week wasn't enough. That was my thing.
For his podcast?
No, for recording.
Oh,
That was my thing.
but it's
you did a
cool.
really poor job of getting it across. The main point I'm just trying to
That's
say.
our fucking problem with us. We don't fucking
No, that's the
communicate
problem
well.
with one person who thinks they know everything about what's happening around us, and then we all come together and go, "Wait, what the fuck? Where'd you think
Yeah,
of that?"
one person's always like somewhat off key, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" And then we get together, and it's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, yeah, it was just that. That's it. And then it's like, then it waits a week because then we have to wait a week to see each other because we
Yeah.
really don't have time to hang out outside of this. And we're just like,
Yeah, I live
okay,
so-
what was that about? And
Yeah.
then we're like, oh, wait, it was
Yeah,
this? Okay,
exactly.
whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally the easiest thing to solve. But it's just like, until then, we're just like, I have no fucking clue
Yeah,
what he's talking
we're
about.
just-
I just need to know what he's talking about before I can give us, like, say what I need to say.
Right, right.
Because
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck he's saying. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Oh, God,
I'm
I just
so
need
scared.
a minute.
Yeah. So my thing with H3 is just like you like, not to be rude, but you have a habit of, if a conversation comes up and you don't like the thing, you won't talk about it. You'll just shut down.
Well, because
Yeah,
I just don't
that's-
have anything to add.
Well, you
But
could talk.
you can add though. You could say why you don't like it, and
Like,
like,
well, I
because
mean, I
these
said it-
people don't know in this scenario, because we know, but not everyone else in this
Well,
conversation.
I mean, if they watch fucking
Surge.
episode 3, yeah, 3,
Is it out?
yeah, it's out today
Okay.
out today,
on
so then
July 21st or no 22nd.
yeah, it's the 22nd.
Yes.
Because yesterday was 21st. But still, there's still more to it than just I don't like it, and I think it's silly.
Yeah, because like you guys,
Because you have more reasons behind it. It's just the baseline is always I don't like it,
Well, I don't know.
and I don't want to talk about it.
I'll just get tired of keep on saying like I just don't like how he treated his friends.
but the thing is, we've never said that really on camera. We've
Yeah,
never
we said
said
that
Yeah,
off
not on
camera.
camera.
We said
That's
that off
true.
camera.
So like, for those who want to know, our standings are with me, H3. I think he's fine. I think he screwed up a few times in the past, but I don't think like it's necessarily like the best to just like completely be like he's an asshole and shut him out. Drayden is, I feel, somewhat in the middle. Yeah,
I'm mostly middle, where I'm like, I really liked him when I first started watching him, and then he slowly started to go downhill. And it was just like the moment when he released a podcast, I thought it was this upward spiral, and then it was good for a long time, and then it just kind of flattened out to like nothing. So then I kind of just became neutral.
Right.
Where I was like, I liked the podcast for a long time. I thought it added a nice little flair, and the people who you brought on were super fun. But then it just like he just stopped uploading to everything else, and it just felt like, okay, I guess it's just a podcast channel now. So
Right.
I can't follow this
And
as
that's,
much
I think that's totally fair. And Sam does not like H3.
anymore. He used to.
Used to.
Yeah,
And that's the thing, and that's why I kind of get it, where you kind of just don't like something anymore. But then it's like the reasons why I'm like it because do you want to explain? Because then it's way easy for you to say it, and then me say my counterpoint that I always make with it.
Well, okay. Just my biggest thing was, I don't know. I don't really want to go much into like.
You don't want to? Do you
like
want to? Do you want to
YouTube.
drop this almost?
Well, no, because okay. Well, here's my thing right now. This is what's going through my head right now. Because in our Surge episode, we talked about we made fun of people who
We made fun of a lot of people.
no
Yeah,
we
we
made
just-
fun
yeah.
of people who
We were just being
goofs,
goofballs.
yeah.
like
Yeah.
people who like make assumptions that like out of Game Grumps, like why this person left, like shit like that.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
made
yeah,
fun of
yeah.
those people, and
Yeah.
then how I feel right now is like we're those people right now when we start talking about this stuff. That's why
You
I'm
feel
like,
like you're spreading it a little bit.
yeah, like I like it's
because like we have no stance on certain things like
just, like
that.
kind of like hypocrite, and that's like I don't want to go down that
Okay.
lane.
Because yeah, we're really neutral. Like I'm neutral at least. Where I'm
Yeah.
like I see both sides.
And like I try to see, I definitely see where Sam's coming from. I just don't like personally feel like it's fully justifiable. But regardless, the point is like, look, we had a conversation about it, and typically you just shut down when we got to that point.
I don't know. It's just
that's always how it's been though.
yeah, it's
'cause we
something
talked
I don't
about-
like talking about.
we
I just,
talked about
I don't
even
know,
Dark
I just
Souls
more or
and-
less listen.
I know, but the thing is, like, I would prefer you like we talk because it's nice to have the conversation.
Right.
Because like with Dark Souls and stuff, you shut down, you just stop talking.
I added
Things like
one
that.
thing to Surge episode 1 where I'm like, so what does this guy do? And then it turned into another 30-minute tangent where I was like, I don't know what to add to this. Like you guys talked about bosses, this and that, and I was like,
well, then feel free to be like, hey, I don't know a whole lot.
that's why I did that in our second session, I think, second or third, where I'm like, okay, this is enough of this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
you
think
could do
it's
it
fair.
in the moment too. That's the thing. Because
right.
that would save us time later where
Yeah.
we're like,
Well, right, but
all right,
then I
now we
just
have to
feel like-
reprogram what we just talked about for so long and be like, oh shit.
I just feel like an asshole if I just like cut you up, like, no, don't talk about this anymore. Like,
Well, you could just
guys-
be like, I don't have a whole lot to talk about this, so if we could like find another topic or like I don't really know a whole lot about it and things like that, and we could be like, oh okay, and then like if we keep talking, be like, I kind of want to like switch topics and things like that, because
Right.
like I did that with the Billy and Mandy thing.
Yeah.
like I
Yes.
really like,
Me and-
yes.
and I
we
tried,
went
and
on
I sorry, go on.
we went out. Okay, so in Surge, is that out yet? It's not going to be for a while, is it?
No,
No,
not
because
yet.
I literally just did the rough cut for Sam for it.
Okay, so yeah, there's another episode of Surge coming out where we talk about Billy and Mandy, where I talk about Billy and Mandy really.
Yeah.
With Sam, and Austin has never seen Billy and Mandy because he
And I was
never
trying- and I was-
has.
and I was like-
then we got on like maybe a 30-minute thing about it, and then Austin was like, I don't know anything about this, so I'm gonna try and switch the topic.
Yeah.
And then I made a bit to go back and go, so Billy and Mandy, because I kept
Yeah,
doing that
yeah,
over and
yeah.
over.
It really, but the thing is, even listening back to it in the moment, it didn't feel like a bit because all of a sudden, like we were talking, and you went, "Yeah, Billy Mandy's really fantastic." And then I'm like, "God damn it!"
Because I did that with James Charles. That's a bit I do. I
Yeah,
just
that's
come back
true.
to it. I've done it multiple times. I
Yeah.
did for Bad Boys. I did for Surge. Actually, I did it in Bad Boys first, didn't I? Because we didn't beat Surge until we beat Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was-
you
it
did. You
was
brought up the
Bad
James
Boys.
Charles thing, like there,
that was a
like
bit.
literally as I edit through, it's like episode like 4 or 5 has some of it, and episode 8 or 9 has some
Because
of
I brought
it.
it back up because we
And
talked
I'm
about
like,
it
God
somewhat
damn it.
recently. Because me and him were on a Discord call talking about editing stuff,
damn
and then I was like, I just went, no, was it you or me?
I think I brought it up.
Yeah, it was you because you were like, would you?
Yeah, then you
Would
you
And I was-
elaborated more
I was
on like
I
the
was what do you mean?
scenario.
I was like, what do you mean by that scenario? And you were like, oh, well, this, and I was like, all right, maybe. I would be like, yeah. I was like, what about you? And we kind of went off on a
Yeah,
tangent
yeah.
on our own, just like in private time. And I was like, I'm gonna bring this up during
Yeah,
Bad
it was
Boys.
good. It was fun. It just like and some of the problem with it is like also like as we record, like bits get like kind of like something happens in game, we stop it, and the thing is it keeps stopping and starting, which makes it really hard to make it cohesive in editing.
Yeah.
So like there's that aspect of it too. Like I feel like I tried my darndest. I literally really did. I'm like I have to keep the James Charles talking.
'Cause it's a good bit.
'Cause it's a good bit. But yeah.
It was basically the equivalent of like I kept bringing it up because I thought it was funny because I clearly saw I saw it on Austin's face because he's playing it was just me and Sam bantering effectively for a lot of Bad Boys. And I keep seeing on his face he's like, I don't want to talk about this. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep talking about
I'm like,
this.
Fucking
please.
drawing them.
Just because it's like, why not? It's just a little fun thing because it adds a little bit more flavor to it.
Yeah. So overall, Sam's a hypocrite, and we don't like your. Thank you.
Wow. All right.
I want to.
Fuck me, I guess.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, it's because you have different
during,
opinions, Sam, and that makes them not
I'm
valid.
sorry, I'm more fucking liberal. No, I'm kidding. I'm more Republican.
I am more of a communist than
I brought it up
anything
again.
else.
I'm a communist
red.
slow jam mixtape by JPEG Mafia.
Yeah, I like that too.
Sorry, this is completely off
Yeah.
topic. I'm really, really sorry about this
whatever.
because it's gonna reference something that's not gonna go out for a
Oh,
while.
no.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said during what was it? Castle Crashers? What
Yeah.
made you go like?
No,
"Oh."
we're not bringing that
Did
up
you-
here.
did you
No,
hear that?
we're gonna stop
You
that.
didn't, did you?
He brought it up like 2 or 3 times, and I kept being like,
No, I brought it up twice. I brought it up
"Please
once as
stop."
a joke. Once it was the joke, and then I was like, that was really
I'm
bad.
like,
huh?
I never want to hear that phrase again. I never
Wait.
want to hear that
I'll
phrase.
tell you after
my
the
ears.
podcast.
Well, but you just
Please,
say it.
God.
We fucking Austin
Yeah,
cuts
you
it.
could just. Yeah, I mean, I don't care. You can say
Just
it.
bleep it. Just
I'm
bleep it,
probably
whatever
not-
it is.
Yeah, just say it.
I was like, we were okay. So for
God damn
context, just so then we can have a little bit of context. During a little bit of recording Castle Crash, we finished it today. Congratulations, clap.
Yes.
During that really echoed. During that, we started singing "Boys Who Cry" from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
And then Sam.
Oh, that I didn't understand that at fucking all when you said. Wait, were you talking about the pearl,
It's all
right?
about you, girl.
I
Yeah.
didn't understand the pearl thing at all.
Because the joke in that is that Mr. Krabs spends money on his daughter because he loves his daughter.
Well, it's not. No. It's not even that. It's SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah,
Gets the wrong
SpongeBob.
impression and spends so much money on Pearl, and she like literally buys a boy band for Pearl. But the thing is,
They sing a song that's catchy, and we started singing it because
Yeah.
we were just like, I don't know what we were looking at, but we just went,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we started singing it, and then I really quietly, and Austin heard it. I go, I want to give Pearl a pearl necklace.
oh my god.
He's
Wait,
like,
what's so bad about that?
It's
you don't know what a pearl
gross.
necklace is, do you?
Like, are we like okay? Hold on. Are we talking
Oh.
literal, or are we talking like something that's like?
The sexual act.
Oh,
pearl
the
necklace.
sexual one. Oh, what? Anal beads?
No,
Oh
no.
my
Oh.
god, he doesn't know.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm a little shocked,
It's
but-
not even that bad. It's just it was really funny.
What is it?
It's when I forgot.
Oh my God.
No, I shouldn't explain.
We're getting
it.
No, do it.
Okay, so
Just censor it all out. Just give a long beat right
just-
now.
No,
I'll give a clap.
No,
and you can
here's what's
cut
gonna
here.
happen. I want this to be a complete unedited stream of consciousness. It's just Sam. Look at me. It's
That?
yeah.
How do you get pearl out of that?
Because it's a necklace.
But where does the pearl come from? What is it like drips and it's just
The white of it.
it's yeah, it's white. But why?
That's
why does
exactly the thing.
That's literally all there is
That's
to
all
it.
there is
who
to
the
it.
fuck came up with that?
Pearl's
So-
also an underage whale in SpongeBob.
So what?
It's a fucking. She's also not
Really?
underage, if I remember correctly. Isn't she like no? In literal sense, she's not because she was 15 when it started, and it's just people
Just say,
don't
like
age.
liquid
Yeah.
diamonds or something like that. Wouldn't that be more like
But then, well, that's the thing.
You can't change it. It's already a
the-
well-known
pearl?
thing.
I never heard
It's
of
just
it
really
before.
fucking funny because I said it really.
freaking
really
gross.
I heard it.
I went like this. I went. And it,
Yeah, I heard
he
it.
turned me off to the left. Oh
my God, no,
right, and he was like,
stop.
and he just went, never say that.
Because like I thought you meant like
Disgusting phrase.
you were gonna. I was like, oh, kill some clams and get some pearls. Like, okay.
I
That's
love when
literally
you
what
don't
I
know
thought. I was
something,
like,
you have
oh.
to make like a bunch of leaps in logic to understand something. Because
I was
that
like-
makes sense. It's not even like leaps in logic. It's just connecting things
Yeah,
when you
just
don't know the
connecting the
full
dots.
concept.
Because like
It's like-
I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, why the fuck are you guys like getting so mad about that? What the fuck? It's
What,
not-
bad? Oh no, it was just,
I was like,
please God, never say that again.
Like,
I was just giggling to myself because I made the joke, and Austin goes, "No."
I was like, this low key. I'm like, it wasn't that funny.
It was pretty funny. Because
But now
of
that
his
I know what it is,
It was funny because
I get
it's
it now.
hilarious.
Because he was just
Okay.
like, because it was just the reaction of him that made it funny to me. Because it was just like,
hilarious.
because he just looked at me and went, "Drayton, never say that again."
Okay,
Yeah,
I get it
please.
now. I get it now.
Yeah, so there was that. Yeah, so today we did Castle Crashers.
We
and
finished
things like
Castle
that.
Crashers.
Yeah,
Yes,
we did good.
We finished it fucking
Twice.
twice 30 minutes ago. For some reason, the internet cut out on the Xbox, so I was like, "Oh, you need to be online to play this."
It was
God,
awful.
Fucking a. Well, see,
I mean, actually, the second run through wasn't bad.
Because
Yeah,
we
we-
were just like, we just talked
we
about random
blazed through
shit.
it,
We
we
put
figured
out
music
stuff.
on, and we were just like,
we fucking figured out the juggle combo, or you can get above the fucking guy out of his hitbox, and then you
Yeah.
just follow him around, and then Yeah.
Let's not talk too much about it because
Yeah, 'cause
it's
I'll spoil
literally
some
going to
of
be even then it's going to be so far out people are not going to remember.
But I think I should
It's not
explain
really
like
relevant.
what happened, why it cut out.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
of
like
course.
Yeah.
so the reason, okay, because I know a lot of people shit on Xbox. Like, well, it's just typical for an Xbox to do that. The problem,
I've never heard that.
well, no,
I've literally
no,
never
no,
heard
not
that
you. I'm not
ever.
saying you guys.
I'll shit on it if you want me to.
I mean, you can open up the
I
disk
could
drive.
I could shit right
That was a
now.
good one.
And then all of a sudden Duke starts playing again. We're like,
Sorry, go on. This is all a
Um,
nightmare for me.
so go on, Sam.
Okay, so the problem with it, well, the reason why I said like a lot of people shit on it because there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh fucking, okay, whatever. The problem is because me and my buddy Hunter, we share accounts, and one nice feature that Xbox has that Steam and PlayStation fucking suck with is the game sharing aspect.
I wouldn't even like.
No, trust me, it does because
I've-
I have no.
I've done.
No. You're if me and Austin had a game and we had game sharing, we both can be signed in and play the same game that I would own or he owns. That's the thing that Xbox does well. No, with
The same account.
Yeah,
Open?
like I can use my account, and then if he logs on and then he logs off, I get a message that says, "Hooray! You can now play Austin's games." On Xbox, I could be signed on my account, and Hunter could be signed on his account, and we could both play the games together.
Same. That's the same thing with PlayStation. Exact same.
Oh, with PlayStation? Okay.
Yes, it's
the one
exact
thing
same.
I saw with PlayStation was that my buddy did it, and it's like you can only do it once. Isn't that the thing?
You can link 2 accounts together.
2 accounts? How many
Yeah.
times? Like multiple?
You can do it as many times as those accounts are on the same console. Not on the same console, on the same account. So like you can have 6 consoles with the same one.
Okay, because my buddy recently did it, and then it fucked with his PlayStation, so now
Nice.
he can't play any of his games anymore.
Oh, that's
That are all
that's just
digital.
really
That's just a
poor
bug.
luck.
Yeah. And so that's the thing that we do. So once the Wi-Fi kicked out on the console,
Oh yeah.
then it kicks out our game, because that's why I was like, you need to be online, or you need to be the person who purchased this. And that's what fucking happened, because I was playing on my account and not on Hunter's. So yeah, that's why we had to do an extra 27 minutes of Cash Crash.
That's all right.
It wasn't bad.
It
Like,
wasn't,
no,
it wasn't
like,
as bad as I was
fucking
anticipating.
Like,
I
I
was like, I thought it would like really ruin. I thought it was going to save, and then it was going to be like, we just lost that. Essentially.
Right.
We lost that final cutscene and that last like section of the game. Essentially, I thought that was just going to be gone. I didn't realize we could replay it.
The little fucking party. That was good.
it was just such a moment of like
Fuck
we all
this.
just got there. We were all had no health potions, no anything. It was like, oh, we beat it.
Maybe-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then we had to do
Wait,
it
maybe
again.
And
that's
then we
how
did it again. We're like, huh.
Maybe that's how we beat those other bosses that we struggled with, where you just do the jump up in the air.
It probably would have worked. Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Well, you
like,
don't have that
But
combo.
I feel like that's
that
not
early.
like.
well, it's
I-
just X, Y. Well, the
Well,
corn.
those
for
combos
one.
also don't. Though that's a combo for in air that you get at a later level.
No, you get it right away, because I was doing it like our first episode.
But
Just
not-
like jumping up.
not that
X, Y.
same
Even then,
one,
I
right?
feel like if they're
Yeah, it
like,
was.
there's this one combo you have to use with every boss to make it easier, and it's implemented with that idea. You should do a better job of making your bosses work with every combo.
It's not. It's a good
Well, I
game
mean, if it's
overall,
like that's true, I guess it comes down to like how many hard knockdowns they do this and that,
but yeah,
and
that's
then
always.
how many like shielding attacks, like the dragon, like the with the sock part, whatever. Like you could easily that like the windmill punches. If we all had that, we could just easily.
Oh yeah, we
kill
would have
them.
killed it easy. It's just
Yeah.
we didn't have enough sandwiches between us.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone who doesn't know Cast Crashers, we sound like fucking psychopaths. We didn't have sandwiches and potions. I was fucking.
Fucking. We
It was
didn't
a-
use
we were
bombs,
effed.
actually.
We didn't use
I
any
think
bombs.
we used them once because I got the elephant. All right. Anyways, new topic.
Okay, how are you guys feeling about the channel so far? What are your thoughts? How about what is your biggest,
Gripes.
your biggest gripes with the
Ooh.
channel and your biggest like your favorite parts of the channel? Let's start with Sam.
Me?
And then work to me.
I guess the favorite
S.A.D.
part is
We can do that that way.
waking up on Sunday after grabbing all the files and putting them all in order into a folder and then dropping them in YouTube and then putting in like the thumbnails and all the descriptions, shit like that.
Yeah,
Um
not recording with us. That's cool.
no, that's
Oh, you
pretty
said that was
mundane.
good.
That's pretty
Wait,
second-
was this
secondary.
the positives?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
positives.
Oh.
And then like a gripe right now that I'm kind of low key have is like honestly it's the transitions from the video to the outro. But it's not a big deal. It's just
what
like
do you mean the transition?
because sometimes it'll either be a hard cut or a crossfade. I'm like, this doesn't look good. I'd rather have like the glitch effect.
I have a glitch effect
And then
on mine.
the other thing for you, Austin, is that wow, we're just going in the shitting. Okay, these don't
I
mean
asked.
anything. Well, because it was I've been noticing more on yours when I go to like rewatch it. When you crop the out because at our outro we have that.
Oh yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a perfectly fine gripe. I fixed it now.
Okay, because I either do it because like I noticed it one time because I think I didn't fix it because I didn't think much of it, but there is
It's just a little off. It's
Yeah,
like a
it's-
little too small.
it's a little too small, and then also I think one of them you had the outro and the intro, they weren't cropped properly, like they didn't fill. So there's like some black bars on the bottom
oh
and the top.
really?
Yeah.
I should have didn't even notice that. That's really odd.
Because like when I first saw it, I was like, oh, maybe that's just like the preview window. And then I looked at a different episode and I was like, nope, that wasn't the preview window.
That's really odd that happened because I typically literally just drag and drop them in from the folder and just like
Do it like that.
yeah.
And then wow, I'm just going on. This feels good though.
That's not a good thing.
Well, no, it's
It's good to get it out, but it's not a good thing
well,
that
no,
you're like,
because
this feels
no,
good.
as I say it out loud, it's not a big deal. It really
It
fucking
really
isn't.
It's like literally just little cropping things
Well, that's
so
why I
far,
asked
and then a
too,
yeah,
transition.
get this
yeah.
out of
Because
our-
like, and then for the final one is just like the intro. I just have to do an L cut, which doesn't take any time.
Yeah, that's also one of those things.
Yeah.
Like we also
I don't know.
there's little things that we can do with like each episode to make it our own. Personally, I like the crossfade because then it fades into another thing. I know it's not a good practice, but it's just the fact. It's like because I'm the one who's doing crossfades right now,
Yeah.
and it's just because then I can lower the audio from the game and have a little bit still tacked on and have it
Okay.
fade out and the other thing fade in. So then it has a little bit of a stylized like ending and opening to the end card.
Yeah.
And then I have the other audio going on under it, so then it can have the like transition to be a little smoother. It's not the smoothest, of course. Crossfades aren't just not
Right.
fucking smooth at all. That's kind of the point of a crossfade. That's not a good transition,
Yeah.
but it's just enough to where it still feels like you're still in the middle of the conversation. You won't notice.
I mean, okay. I don't know. Because once I did it for Surge 1, I was like, okay, this is nice looking.
Okay, sorry, go on.
No, I had nothing else. That was it.
Yeah, is that it? Those are your gripes and happinesses with the channel?
L cuts, outro.
It's all technical stuff too. That's my favorite
Yeah,
part.
it's just-
like little tiny technical
Yeah,
stuff
it's just
too.
little shit. It was like fucking A.
That's a
but
good sign though. It's like little
Yeah, it's
tiny
not-
technical things.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm like, okay, this is like, it's because it's not really a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
How do you like everyone's editing?
Um,
Because I know there was some episodes where I was like, I need to edit more for this, just because there's some episodes that are very dialogue heavy for both all of us, just because there's just some episodes where we have good banter and we just can't
Yeah.
really edit around that.
I think at least for like the Smash episodes, I think some more like I love when I see the panning crops every once in a while to show like the focus
Just to show there's something happening in the
right,
sides
yeah,
that you
so
wouldn't normally
it's-
notice.
Yeah, so it's like a harder focus for the audience. I like when those happen. I wish they just happen more frequently. Well, not more frequently because then they get overused.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
try and keep them down to 1 or 2, depending. It has to be something worthwhile too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because if you just do it just to do it, it's like,
Yeah,
well,
that's
then why?
yeah, that's why I'm like that's why I start toning mine down and I go for like because like for my second batch of Surge I focus more on sound effects, which I love. Fucking I take like the Ed and Eddie sound effects and I use those.
You still have
Yeah,
that jar file?
Yeah, I got them all.
I kind of still want that
I,
jar
I,
file.
I could give it to you guys.
Please,
It's fucking
it's such
amazing.
a good jar file.
Yeah.
And then Austin, I love the edits for just how you're cutting for Bad Boys. It like just keeps it going.
Yeah.
Like you got some J cuts. I don't think you do J cuts. I don't
No,
think you do.
not too much. A lot of like the only real cuts I could think of is there'll be times where I'll like cut out audio where we're talking about something, but it doesn't pertain to the moment. So like, if like say if there's a joke about I farted, by the way, just so the audience
I
at
thought that
home
was that
knows.
I thought that was a chair.
No, I'll out myself. But
He's done it.
so
Gassy
like
boy.
essentially sometimes we'll be talking about something, but then a really funny moment will happen. But the problem is like my options are either put in way more of us talking about something that's not really interesting. So I'll like cut out audio of us talking and
Yeah.
then just kind of like have the video play for like a second or two, and then like it'll cut back into us like laughing at something that happened. Like a good example is in a Bad Boys episode, I shot the bird and we were like in the middle of a conversation or something, and except I wanted to focus in on us shooting the bird because we like everybody laughed. So like I cut out some dialogue, like 2 seconds of dialogue that happened where it would have just normally cut into like in the middle of a sentence and not really something that comes back anyways.
Yeah.
So I'll just cut that out so that way you like only hear that. But like no, I don't normally do J cuts, and I do a lot of just like straight cuts.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times for stuff we're talking about, we have little gaps of like pausing because
Yep.
we're still
Yeah.
doing this for like the first
Yeah,
time.
we need a lot more
So
fucking practice.
it's not even a lot. Like we need that space filler that like other people have,
Yeah.
because it's just like we don't have our own yet. If we had our own, that's what we just need to find. Because we could just hold it. Like we're holding a conversation right now. It's been what, fucking 20-some minutes.
Yeah,
20
Right.
it's almost been half an hour.
Exactly, and then
Yeah.
we haven't stopped. It's harder when it's a game, when we're trying to like come up with bits along the way and
Yep.
trying to be
And like
like
focus in. It's not like all of us are talking with one another. Typically, one person's focus is away.
yeah, and then there's basically 2 people talking back and forth with a third person chiming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't really want to touch Prime yet, because I get that vibe. It's like it was just so it felt off. Yes, there's a lot of exploring and like a lot of downtime, but it's like there was some parts where it was like I kind of wanted you guys to focus on the boss a little bit more, because I was like, oh, this is really fucking cool, and then it was
Well,
like,
I mean, I thought a lot of the bosses were cool. I just don't know what else to say other than
Right,
like,
see, that
it's
was the
cool,
problem.
I
It
like
was
this
just
and
like,
that, and then
I
I
didn't-
establish everything, and
It's
then the
also we
bosses.
start conversations before we go into the boss.
Yeah.
So that makes it harder to even focus, because we're like, we're doing a bit. And
Yeah.
then if we just stop the bit, it would have made it way worse in that scenario.
right. So that's why I kind of think like Prime will be more or less kind of like
a
not really-
lesser series, you think almost
lesser a little bit, but also when it comes down to editing wise, it won't be as like it'll be edited so that the action is going.
Yeah,
But a lot of
course.
it will just be like it won't be like jump cuts while the action is going. It'll just be kind of like straight cut a little
Yeah.
bit.
Because like like a lot of that was just all right. We found one item. What now?
Right.
Because again we decided to do it because I had done fusion.
Yep.
And then I was like we blasted through fusion. It was like about what 3 hours? 3
Yeah.
hours
Yeah,
total.
not even.
But even then, some of the bosses just took a long time too.
Yeah, and
With-
it,
yeah, with
it was
Prime,
just
yeah.
it was just also like because Prime of course is a bigger game because it's an open world Metroid game.
Yes.
So that also Fusion is, but it's in such it's a 2D plane, so you don't have to worry about as much. So when we were like we could do Fusion, we could do Prime because you're like I remember a bunch of Prime, I think I can get through this. Then literally I think the first session we got about an
I
hour
got
and
the
a half.
missile upgrade, and then I didn't check the door, and then we roamed around for a bit.
And that's
Yeah.
what kept happening. So
But I know that one.
because
Yeah, sorry.
it was just like, all right, are we making progress here? No, okay, we'll keep talking about other things. So we talked about Game of Thrones for a lot because it was just like
Oh yeah.
it was just a lot of walking around, not doing much. Because we were like, are we making progress? And you're like, nope, I'm still looking.
Yep.
It's like, oh, okay.
And also
So back to what we were doing. Yeah.
and some of the boss fights took so long. I could literally take a poop and come back in like very
boss is
little was
still going.
done. Yeah.
I know what boss he's talking about because
Yeah.
me and Sam talked about it a lot. We were like, this boss has a goofy name, but I actually really like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I was the one who was
Robot
like, "What a
Bird.
stupid name."
Magnet Man, dude.
And I was like, this is a good, fun looking boss fight, but it's just like it's taking too long.
Yeah, I think the one thing that Prime kind of fucks with us is that it's the boss fights are not necessarily like they don't. Well, I guess they do kind of baby you, where it's like here's this one boss who has this power up. This is all that he's gonna do, and it's gonna be easy to counter. Where like in the second one, where the boss fights, there's gonna be like there'll be guardians, and then there'll be like big bosses.
Yeah.
The guardians will have the ones of like abilities that Samus had, where it's like okay, it's very like telegraphed, kind of baby like. Where the hopefully, if I'm remembering this properly, the bigger bosses are like, oh shit, this is like a whole new brand of fighting that I hope
Yeah.
that will be more focused when we touch 2, which will be that's fucking.
Or when we touch
that is
Other
after
M.
That's in
And we're
Other
gonna do
M.
Other M before we do Prime. I almost
Yes,
want to say we
yes.
are just because then we can get that out of the way. That'll be for October for the horror month.
I like that
Wait,
idea.
Other M for
Yeah, for
oh
horror month.
god,
I really like that
no.
idea.
I think
but
it might not be till fucking like January till we touch Prime.
Prime again, yeah. We'll touch Metroid before then.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
Metro will be
we'll
touched.
get done
yeah,
with-
We might even do it during. I don't want to put a date to it. Probably November though. Like,
possibly.
because once we get October, we'll have a month.
Well,
for-
actually, no. We gotta fuck. Yeah, so
we got a bit left to like still
Yeah.
record, but we might be skipping one thing out just because if we want to get a head start on something else.
Right.
Also, Sam, are you gonna look up something to talk about?
I'm
quick?
looking up our sets that we have currently.
All right, because otherwise, I wanted to get back onto the things you like about
And
the channel.
dislike, yeah.
Yeah.
That
But
I
let's-
like still.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
talk about the games that we have in our thing, and then we'll transition back to that.
I like thumbnails are fucking fun to do. Playing games that I haven't played in a long time was fucking great. Playing shitty games, I mean,
Bad
How
Boys
many
is a
games have you played yet?
masterpiece.
have I? I don't
You
think
haven't
I've
played a shitty
I
game
have
yet.
yet to touch a shitty game. I've been playing.
I literally I went from hey look, this is a really really good Metroid game. All right, here's Duke.
Dude, we fucking hard cut the dude.
And I was like, I am ready for Duke. And I got the beginning was boring. It was like boring and uninteresting.
But I mean, we were riffing pretty well.
yeah, I
We
think the
riffed a lot.
first session was great.
There's some of it that's
just-
good, some of it that's not.
I just think
'cause
at
there was a
the
lot of
end, it
wandering.
was like this
Oh
went on
my
too
God,
it
it
long.
was
wasn't
so
wandering.
weak.
It was just the controls. Like
Oh, also
half
when
of
we
it
got
doesn't
remember when we
work.
got to the construction yard, we had to do fucking like Half-Life puzzles with
God.
like
and that
physics.
didn't work well.
Yeah, that was fucking like, oh god.
that's
what do we do
that's
here?
mostly getting cut. I'm gonna say right now. I'll literally
It's
start the
so
puzzle and be like,
bad.
all right, this is a puzzle, and then cut back. All right, there's the puzzle.
Yeah, it's
and it'll
so
just
bad.
be like happy
Fucking
going
A.
in, just like, oh, there's a puzzle. God damn it.
Yeah.
I guess the other thing that I'm really digging is just, I guess, I want to say just like our setup is nice. I mean, it's very like homebrew, you know. It's,
Yeah, it's not professional. by
it's
any
jerry
means.
rigged, but I like how it works.
We have 3 mic stands that are meant for like on stage microphones, and we have 3 Shure SM57s
Yeah, 57.
with pop filters on them because the tone's a bit brighter than the normal 58. And then I run it into a Behringer Euphoria UM404, which then goes into Audacity. And typically from there, Sam and Drayton will work in Audacity with the audio and then move it to Vegas. I will export the audio from Audacity, put it into Audition, and then put it into Vegas. So I like work within Audition, then I move it over to Vegas, and from there, that's kind of how our process goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I straight export from Audacity, then I I usually put a noise gate and then I put a compressor
In Vegas itself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Vegas.
Oh,
And
wow,
then
I didn't know it had that.
It's an audio editor too.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good.
I
I didn't know that.
I set like a hard limiter so it bumps it up to like -6 dB.
Mm.
Or like that's when it starts compressing.
Yeah.
Because like one thing that fucking Vegas bugs me is that because I mentioned this earlier today that I swear to God when you export your video, so like you say you watch the audio and it goes okay, it's at this point,
Yup. Yeah, okay.
and then when you export it and watch it, it is not at that fucking point.
No.
That is, I don't know if that's some kind of like pre-setup that you have to do, or it's like every new file that you open up.
Well, let's look it up. I think, again, you're comparing it to people on YouTube, and I feel like people on YouTube's like volume always differs greatly, and it's really annoying. Like if you listen to PewDiePie,
Oh, you
stuff
like
that,
here even just from two channels that I like a lot. Like
Yeah.
if you look at Funhouse's audio versus even just like I don't know, like Spooky Rice or something,
Mm-hmm.
where like those that don't know Spooky Rice, it's fine. You don't need to.
Yeah.
I love Spooky Rice, but you don't need to for this
Right,
comparison. Funhouse's audio is always a little higher than everyone else's, and that actually helps it out
Yes.
because then you don't need to turn it up as much or anything like
that's
that.
what I want to shoot for.
But then Spooky Rice's thing is he aims for like a kind of a certain level, and then he just sticks to it, and sometimes it just comes out a little too low.
Yep.
So then it sounds like this, and he's talking to you like this, just a little further away, and when you should be like right here
Yep.
talking to you.
I don't think they should be making it louder. I think they should just learn how to actually make it correctly. Because it's like there's
What are you talking about?
the audio and stuff like that. Like
No,
it
but-
shouldn't be louder. Like anybody's audio.
Oh,
in
you're talking about
general.
YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube.
Like
Okay.
I feel like you should just actually go with the professional, like layout of like between like -6 dB to -12.
Right.
And
That's what-
sometimes going over 3 for loud stuff and never going to 0. I don't know why people always are like, it's got to be right next to 0. It's like, no,
Yeah,
don't do
no.
that.
People who do like everyone has their own way of thinking, making their audio sound the way they like. But when there's kind of some rules that you can't just like pass up.
Yeah.
Like if someone is screaming into a mic, you need to make sure that audio is lower than a certain threshold.
Yeah.
There is no in between if, ands, or buts because you will just be ruining the audio and it will take away from what you're trying to show.
Right. Because
Like,
I
straight
think
up.
eventually what I'd like to get our audio levels at is like with the Grumps, like they got that shit down. Even like earlier now episodes, it feels like they lost their compressor that they're using when like I'm talking like Sunshine.
Sunshine, I don't think
Yes.
they ever actually had a compressor at that point.
I think it's a little bit after that when they started using it. Maybe like 64.
yeah.
Because
But
like,
I'm sorry, go on.
no. I like whatever compressor they were using, where it just makes the audio just like everything's locked at like this certain level.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
between -12 and -6.
Yeah.
Like that shit.
So
like
nice.
that's what I think everyone should kind of aim for, not
That-
just crank it up till like, oh, it's loud.
Yeah, I agree. And that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to use I've been like, again, since the Grumps use Audition, I've been using the exact dynamic processor,
Yep.
trying to figure out what works for all of our voices. So typically you put it on, you see some spike, like when I edit in Audition, I put it on, I see some spikes where like someone said something really loud or went,
Right.
and then for whatever reason it spiked that up or whatever.
Yep.
Then go through the EQ and try to change it and try to get rid of those parts while also not like making the voice sound off or different. And then from there, typically just like I have a preset of it's called like S.A.D Austin WIP work in progress for the noise, for the dynamics processing to raise and lower audio that works for both me and Drayton because we speak at very consistent, like almost the same like volumes. So like I'm able to apply it to both of us and it works. Sam, you're the only one I struggle with because
Yes.
because Sam speaks really quietly. Where it's
And
like
then
really difficult to
really
hear
fucking
him.
loud. And
And,
that's-
and then all of a sudden he'll get really loud and
Yep.
then it'll like,
Then it brings back down, and then
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
keep ramping up
That's
and
something
down.
that I just got to work on because FYI, we got 4 minutes and then we got to switch over to asshole.
We could go a little
well, how
bit
about we
longer.
just get this done and we'll switch over to asshole.
Yeah, yeah,
We
okay.
might not watch JoJo tonight.
Well, no, I
I'm
mean,
okay with
no,
just
we
like
still have
an
tons of
episode.
time.
We could sneak in. We could
It's
sneak in at
almost
least-
8 already.
We could sneak in 2, like straight up. We could.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So
you're
anyways-
done with yours. What? Finish your thought. Go to you, and then go to me, and then we can
Okay,
do like
yeah.
1 or 2 assholes.
Okay, so what I was gonna say was like that's just something where I got something fucked up in my hearing. If I start talking like this, it really to my ears it sounds like I'm yelling, right? But see, when I kind of talk like this, it sounds like I'm at normal volume. But again, it comes off with the
But
microphones.
no, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
Oh,
when when you speak, normally you're like this. You're not, because if you're speaking like you just were, you'd be completely fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Usually you start lower. You start like kind of like I'm gonna start like this, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna work my way
Yep,
up.
and that's just something it just
But-
takes
but, like,
practice to fix.
Because those two were good volumes. One was projecting and one was like normal. Then like when we start recording for the first time, and it's like I'm gonna start
Okay.
like
Right.
this.
See, that's
It's
my
because
thing.
you get like lost in thought, and you
Yes.
kind of like
You start
just
to
kind of
like-
like you say things kind of like
I get that fucking
like,
thousand
oh,
yard
now I gotta
stare,
go over
man.
here, and then
Like
it's
I
so
got with
quiet.
Duke.
It doesn't.
Yes, it's like it's just I don't know. To myself, it just sounds like I'm being loud, and I'm just trying to like, okay, maybe I should tone it down. Because I was always when I was growing up, I got yelled at a lot for being really loud, so it's just kind of stuck in my head to be like, okay, maybe I should be a little bit more quieter.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
the same
that's
way. I
just
just
that.
never learned. Straight up.
All right, let's go to you, Austin.
Okay. Are you good, Sam, with your?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was it. That was it, man.
I would say my favorite aspect of the channel is seeing things go up and seeing like everybody's things come together and being able to watch it and be like, oh, this is like everybody's vision. It's really neat. And I like being together, like being able to record and getting in that mood and things like that. I like that a lot. And I like having this portable setup and setting things up and kind of talking, and then the in between episodes, and that all of a sudden, like when things go wrong, but we're able to fix it. I enjoy.
We've had to do that a lot.
Yeah, and also we're like, yeah, it's back. Like
It's
we did
nearly
this.
one time a session.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's always one thing.
My gripes with the channel is like trying to get like files to where they need to be and things like that. That's just not anybody's fault. It's more my internet, because if stuff happens, I can't like ask you just to send a file to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have to like get it physically because I live so far away. I live out in the middle of nowhere a bit, and like it's like difficult to get files out to me. And like right now I have a minor gripe with editing with the intro and outro. I like the like glitch into the outro. I don't know how I feel about the glitch into the intro. It feels really abrupt to me right
Okay.
now. So like when I watch it, it's like "Ding," and then all of a sudden it like glitches right in, and it's still like over our voice like "Nah."
Oh,
It
with
just,
the ringing?
yeah.
That's-
like I feel
that's-
like there needs to be like, at least for me personally, I feel like there needs to be a bit more time where it gets a bit quieter, where it's like it kind of lowers, and there can be some ringing in there, but it shouldn't be as much.
Oh well, what I do then is that's why I do the L cut thing, so
Yeah.
that I keep the ringing in. I just when it cuts, I just you keep the ringing in.
Yeah.
And it kind of does a crossfade. But yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Though.
because like what you had said was like, so what I have is when it glitches out, right, and the blackness happens, I glitch in the episode there.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't like the extra ring on top of our video. It's really jarring. It's like really like, we're gonna get it's starting like all of a sudden, like to me, because to me it feels like there should be a small fade in and then we start. But like that way it's like, nah, and then it's like and then it's like it's still going on under it, and it's like to me it's really jarring whenever I watch it, because I did it and I'm like, holy crap, that's really like very little time to get acclimated to like nothing happening and then into the episode, where it's like in the episode, whereas like with lots of other intros and stuff like that from other like YouTube channels and stuff like that, like I don't really like to compare to that, but like I think a good example is the Grumps, where it goes, and we're the Game Grumps, and then it's into the episode, versus and we're the Game Grumps, hey guys, welcome back, like, because there's no like, that's what happens.
I thought Jacksepticeye. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah. So like it's really jarring for me to do that and things like that. And I would say the other gripe is just the editing quota that Sam kind of wants for us, is the idea of like two major edits and 3 minor edits. I feel like sometimes I have to force edits in if I want to do that, and I'm just like, this isn't good. Like I don't like this. This is not turning out the way I want it to.
Right.
And it's ruining the flow, and it just feels somewhat forced, and I don't like it.
Okay.
So I'm still like editing the way I like to edit.
I feel the same way. That he does.
No, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes where an edit just isn't needed.
I think
Yeah.
my biggest thing about it was like I want it to be like, because like when you have fresh set of eyes look on it, that's where I go, I see a missed opportunity there, I see a missed opportunity there, I see a missed opportunity there. That was my thing.
But you can't like overdo
yeah,
it.
then
Like,
that's why I was like, okay, that's
Like
why
this-
I feel it's more forced with like Smash or shit like that if we do it too many times.
like this is a minor complaint, and I'm sorry to say this, but I watched your Surge intro and I like the edits, but they're all crammed into 1 minute.
Yeah.
It's so much. It's
Yeah.
it's such a like, because you get a few minutes of like, there's like maybe one cut to before the end, then there's a ton of cuts for a ton of edits, and then there's like a good like 6 or 7 minutes where there's like 2 or 3 cuts again. It's just it's really jarring.
Yeah.
And I can feel, and in that moment I can feel in your head you're like, I have this quota I have to meet.
And I have a lot of ideas piling up about what I want to do
Yeah,
right here.
yeah,
And
exactly.
I'm just like, I need to do all of them or else they're not going to get done.
I think though for Surge that one's more kind of situational because I wanted to like because I don't know, I'm more to like get to the action right away. When like the start of the game, how like I kept those bits in.
Yeah.
And then like when it came to like topics that we just go on and on about, that's why there's a lot of like
Oh yeah, I told like having gotten the rough cut. I think I told you this.
Yeah.
I'm like, why does Sam keep complaining about Dark Souls? I watched it and I got like irrationally upset at it too. And I'm like, God, I understand Sam. Even liking the game, I'm still like, fuck, we shouldn't.
Because
Like,
it was a lot. Like, it was also the first session we'd
gratuitous.
ever done. So we had...
That's also fair.
It was literally the first session. So
Yeah.
we need to have something to go off of. So we need to riff on one thing that someone knew. And it just what we decided on, and it just happened that you didn't know anything about, so we just kind of alienated you on that.
and then I think
Yeah, which is totally our fault.
Yeah,
which is totally
yeah,
why it's such, because every other session after that, fucking fine.
Yeah.
We
Right.
have not had any other problems like that. If it
Well,
happens
I mean, other than
again,
Billy
it's a
and Mandy.
bit.
yeah, the
But that was
Mandy
still
one.
like one
That
of
was
the first
still
sessions.
that was still in Surge. Yeah.
That was still one of the first sessions we ever had.
I think
Yeah.
when we got around to
Fusion.
No, I'm thinking like in Surge wise. I think
Oh.
after when, because I eased up on how fast the jump cuts, because I know I did it for like the first 2 or first 3, and
Yeah.
or it might just be the first session, because I just wanted to be like, because my mentality was I want whoever's watching this to sit down and then you could eat right through it, right? It's just boom, 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 boom. You just got the meal without the fat. That was my biggest thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's how I edited back in the day. Was just like, all right,
Yeah.
a little montagey, and I start noticing it. I'm like, okay, I should ease up more on it. Of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
How fast? Because then it literally just turns into a montage, and I try to avoid that. But
Yeah.
if you thought that the first one was bad, you know what? That just tells me like, okay, I need to
Ease up a little.
ease up
on
because
that.
I like
It's
to
not
me it
even the
didn't feel
edits
that bad.
itself.
No, the edits weren't bad. It's just like how many were so
compressed
close.
they
Yeah,
were.
it's just a lot of because
Because
Yeah.
like
I do that a lot.
for every time I edit, I try and tell a story with it. Like that sounds so fucking pretentious, but
Right.
it's just like I want to start the video with something and I want to end the video with something.
Yeah.
If it starts with a conversation, I want it to end with a conversation.
Right.
I want us to be having fun or be angry at the end.
Yeah,
Fun
yeah.
in the beginning, angry at the end. Angry
Yeah.
at the beginning, fun at the end. Because I want there to be a mini little story for each episode. That's why I name each one of them.
Yep.
And then usually I name my episodes after the edit. One of the edits I found particularly funny and memorable.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I think the most recent one was Angry Bees, where you both were riffing on a bee getting stepped on by Samus, and you were like, "Fuck you, get away from me, bitch!"
Yeah.
I was just like, that's a fucking funny edit because I just zoomed in on the bee and he was just writhing. He was just like,
Right.
So I was like, that's a funny edit, and I
Yeah.
was like, I'll put focus onto that because if someone's gonna remember the episode, they'll probably remember that edit.
Yep.
So that's why I go for it. And then it's like, and then I want everything for before that edit to either have good banter or, funny things happening. And then
Yeah.
after that point, if there's nothing happening for a while after that joke, I will cut at the joke and then move it to a next area where
Yep.
something is
Yeah.
happening because
But we
you
all have
need-
different editing styles, and that kind of comes through in all of our playthroughs
yeah.
and stuff like that. Like you can
Yeah.
tell,
because it's
which is
'cause-
good because that gives it like a clear like kind of like change in pace for each series and things like
Yeah.
that, and who's editing. So maybe if you like this version of editing, you can like
Stick to that.
stick to that like series and stuff like that, and you can tell based on Sam had done this, which I really liked, was that the numbers all are color coordinated based on who's playing. So like
And
for
then-
me, it's green, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Drayton's blue, and then I'm red.
So if you like Sam's editing a lot, you just watch and you don't really care for mine or Drayton's and you think it ruins it, that's good because then you can stick to Sam's and you can literally identify it by the thumbnail and be like, okay, the one's red. I'm gonna watch this. This is what I'm gonna watch on this channel.
Yep.
Which is really, really nice to have that differentiation of types of videos versus everything just being the
This
same.
exact same.
Yeah.
Because if someone doesn't like something, because if you ever notice, you'll go on a YouTube channel, you see something, you're like, this is okay. I'll watch like a couple, see how they are.
Yeah.
If you do that with us, it'll be like they're completely different styles each time. You could be like, whoa, I like that style a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
But this one's a little different. That's weird. I kind of like it though. Or like I don't like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You can kind of stick because then if you see like a style you like, you can go like, I'll watch the rest of the series or whatever this is up to, and just be like, I know I'll get consistently something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
From now on, exactly.
And then that lets you be like, you know what? There's a lot of styles here. Maybe one day I like this style more than the other.
Yeah,
Or,
like
you
because
know.
my style is like I look up to Ding Dong's editing. Like I'm like, because I always watch like older Oni Plays videos
When he was the editor.
Yeah, when he was the editor, especially like Crash Bandicoot 2, and that's kind of what I went for. Was like it's a little bit montagey. I just need to practice more on it, and like that's my biggest thing. Is like, all right, I just need to improve more, and so
He always has leads into everything.
Yes,
though.
he does. He does a lot of like,
and then that was why those edits felt weird because there was no lead into them. It was just one after the other.
Yeah,
so like
'cause
just a small bit of lead would help with that so much.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I noticed it was like, which one do we do? And then it was like, and then we did this one, and then you're like this, and then all of a sudden something popped on. You're like, oh, this is like Dead Space, and then it popped on, and then it was like, yeah, and then something else popped on, and then like,
Yeah.
and then like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
got
I
into the
didn't-
game, and then you kicked the dog, and it was like, and did the like
I
Ed
fuck-
and Eddie sound effect.
yeah. The one thing out of the first episode that I don't like the edit that I did was and he went back. That one I fucking hate it. But the reason why I liked the Dead Space one was just
I like that one too. I thought it was funny, just the
you
juxtaposition
were right.
of
It's
it,
just
like,
like yeah, just quick
It
bam.
was so funny. I love
Yeah.
the edit so much.
And then I didn't like and then he went back. I should have reworked it or just cut it out like immensely. And then I
Yeah.
like the sound effects. I think sound effects for me it's like okay, I just kind of like I need to space them out a little bit more.
yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely I like adding those effects again, like with in Bad Boys.
Birds.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll
I
hear
fucking
it whenever I
loved that
shoot
one. That was
pigeons. Not
fucking amazing.
after a certain point.
They were seagulls at that point.
Yeah,
Seagulls. They were
seagulls.
seagulls. So the first seagull I shot, I just kind of shot it and I thought it was funny. And then I realized it happens a lot more than I remembered. So from then on, when I noticed it, I would put a sound effect of me being like, ah! Or like, no! Or like, hey, run away!
Yep.
And things like that. And like,
Fucking perfect.
It's so good.
yeah, so there's a point where like I gunned down a bunch of seagulls and it's just like, ah, no! And then one's like, run away! And like flies away and things like that. And like, yeah. But I feel like those edits, like, I feel like the thing you wanted us to do, the quota of edits, has definitely like made me a bit more vigilant too. But like, there are definitely like other episodes where I watch it and I'm like, this is just good with how it is.
Right.
And it's like the edits you should put in should complement the episode, not change it. Always.
Yeah.
You should never go, I need to put an edit here.
I think
Yeah.
It should be something supplementary, not
Yeah.
the substitution.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I shouldn't have phrased it as like a quota now that I'm really thinking about it. It should have just been like try to see if you can. Like
That was the way you originally worded it to me. That was literally the way you originally worded it to me. And then I started seeing the word quota a lot. And I'm like,
yeah,
what the
that's
yeah,
why.
and then it was like, we need these edits and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Then
I'm
the
like,
word
well,
need started to
like,
be put in.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah, yeah.
nah.
yeah,
I just didn't do it. I'm being real with you. A lot of my edits, I just didn't fucking like do a bunch of them, and you could tell for
yeah,
some
oh, yeah,
of them.
I noticed it.
yeah.
But there's still a good video because
Yes.
of it, because it's like I
It's
didn't
different.
need edits.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
and it's just like this has a really good stream of consciousness that's really fun to listen to, and I'll watch videos back and I'll just laugh.
Yep.
If you can watch a video and laugh,
Oh,
you're
fuck.
doing a good job.
Yeah, I fucking watched this
Yeah.
Smash Bros one. I was losing my shit.
Oh,
I have
God,
not
it was
watched it
so
yet, and I'm
fun.
excited to
Watch
watch
it.
it. Yeah, I know.
Perspective. I edit Smash on Fridays, which is now a series. So I
Yeah.
edit
It's
Smash.
a series.
I did all 3 episodes are out right now. Oh no, the third episode's coming out soon.
The third one's coming out.
Coming
Okay,
out
so
soon.
that means next time we record, we're going to play Smash again, and then from then on, we're always going to have an hour of Smash.
Yeah, we'll
think-
have one game right now, just because
Yeah,
we'll do
okay.
one game thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I the first edit of Smash was a 30-minute video with like a lot of edits and no cuts, and I was like, I can make this 3 videos. not because I'm like I want more videos from this. It was like there's easily cuttable points here.
Yeah.
So I can be like I can make these a little bit more dense.
So I feel like if you give it all at once, people will get like kind of like just too much at once, and they'll just be like whatever. But like versus like if you give a kid a cookie and then you give a kid another cookie and you give another cookie versus laying out a plate of cookies, like the kid's gonna get sick of it because he's gonna eat too much. He's
Yeah.
gonna keep watching.
You
'Cause he
pace
likes
it.
cookies because he likes the videos, but then it's like, well, it's too much. I just can't.
Yeah,
So that's way better.
Because the edits I think you lost your shit at were Austin plummeting off the stage, and I panic cropped it because Austin just like I'm going for it, yeah!
Right.
just down into the ground, and then just a bunch of like little things like that because they're
Yeah.
not big edits at all. They're all
No.
just like really small edits that just add up to something funny.
Yeah.
Even the Joker edit, which was just literally
Yep.
out, and it was funny just because it was just like why.
Did you do like a Batman Joker edit?
No, it's
No,
Okay.
it's Joker Kirby with a gun.
It was Kirby with a gun, be like,
Oh, I like that a lot because I did a Batman edit at one point. I don't know, we haven't seen it yet, but like,
Oh, yeah, I think
we're
I
like,
have.
Raiders,
Yeah, when
and I
he
go
pops
Raiders,
in.
and then Batman just goes like for like,
He just
for like
pops
half
up
a second, he just
flip
pops up
frame.
on screen,
I
he
haven't
pops
seen
up
that.
from up
That's really
below,
good.
just like Raiders, and then it cuts right away.
But yeah, it's just like as we've gone on with editing, we just kind of
Yeah.
all want to do our own little way, and it's good to do it that way in most cases.
I
There's sometimes
believe
where it's
so.
like we need one other eye on it and be like, we could do something here.
Yeah, of course.
Because there's sometimes where it's just like this little area just needs something,
Which
and
is-
I can't think of it.
Which is why Sam kind of like almost like vets the videos a little bit. Like he watches through and like, you know, it's not like he's like, oh, there's not, you know, the edits I need, but he'll watch through and he'll say like, I think this needs more, I think this needs more and stuff like that. And he like obviously I think me and you have both given him like the right to like, if he sees where he thinks an edit would be really funny and isn't like jarring, like to go ahead and put it in.
We all have our own executive decision on what we believe we should do. With
Yeah,
it, you know?
exactly.
And that's kind of important when it comes down to it, because if we didn't, we would just probably hate each other already.
Yes.
Because it's like, if we were doing everything with like so many edits, we would all be like, I can't fucking do it. What do you want from me? There's
Right.
nothing here to put an edit in for.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Jesus,
exactly.
please, I need help. you know?
Exactly.
But now that we've kind of all just like eased into our own little style, I feel like we'll all kind of just, we'll all end up in the same place, but with
Yeah.
different styles.
Also, something else I really like about the channel is the 3-person setup where everybody takes their series. It's
Yeah.
so
Oh,
it's
God, I
so
love it.
goddamn good
I
because like
love it.
basically all each person needs to do is 2 to 3 videos a week.
Yeah,
Mm.
practically.
It makes it way easier because Sam, you could easily get like the Surge videos done in a week, and guess what? You're done for the week.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that makes it way easier.
Yeah,
Or
I
you can
know.
work ahead and then just be like, okay, cool. Now I got 2-3 weeks ahead.
Yeah, that's what I
It's-
did.
It's so
It helps a lot.
it's so nice.
Yeah, that's
Because you hit creative roadblocks
oh fuck
sometimes.
yeah, I do.
I hit one recently, but I did Duke one, and I think it's a really fucking funny video, and I just want to let it simmer for a little.
Yep.
And then I want to just go back to and start doing 2. But I'm not. We're not gonna say numbers of what we fucking edit on the channel. It's not. There's no fucking point to it. But
Yeah.
we some of us edit. All of us edit ahead, of course, because that's a smart thing to do. And then when we edit ahead, we go, okay, I have a little bit of time, so I can like maybe work on an edit or bring it back a little, and we
Or
can
like
just cut
focus
that.
on other things in our life. Like
Yeah,
maybe we
it
need to
just makes
focus
it
in
so
on
nice.
like
And it-
school or work or something like that. Like it's way better.
Yep.
Especially when it's like, okay, I was playing the game, I didn't hear what they said. I want to fucking listen back and hear what they said and just laugh. Because I noticed it with Fusion. You guys were just bantering and like joking the whole time. Like, I heard some of this, not all of it.
Right.
And then I'll crack jokes in there, and I'm like, if I laugh at my own joke, that's a good joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know your own jokes aren't funny to you
Yep.
after like that's the first time you hear them. But when you go like, that's pretty fucking funny.
Right.
Let's go
Yeah.
like, I can edit around that. It's
Yeah,
like,
because like for me, I'm super fucking anal when it comes to like shit doesn't work. I don't want to touch it. Like right now, my biggest gripe is like I don't want to touch Surge, and I don't even like right now. I want to focus on Castle Crashers. Like I want
Which
to.
is the fun edit.
Yes, I want to crank that thing out because like everything's synced now. A little backstory: my PC didn't want to fucking work with Elgato, so I finally got to work, and so now I'm like, yes, let's go. Like I'm ready to fucking go down on it instead of touching the old stuff, which I should, but right now I'm just like,
I listen, I have to go right to Duke. That's what I have
Fuck.
to do next. We didn't even put a Duke episode up, but I feel the need to go do Duke for at least 6 more episodes before I'm like, I could take another break.
yeah,
Because I'm always going to try and at least get multiple. Like, I'm going to, every time I bring a batch in personally, I'm like, I want this many.
yep.
Because if I don't do it, I won't do it.
Okay. Time check. Okay.
We're probably gonna do just one Am I the Asshole today.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to finish your little?
I'm also looking for it right now. So
I still do mine.
Yeah.
exactly. So I think now is your time.
Okay,
like
so-
a good and a bad.
I love this fucking channel so much. I'm having so much fucking fun just playing a game.
Agreed.
It's so good just to sit down and be like, let's play a game for a while.
Yep.
Let's just joke like we usually do and just fucking let's throw it out there.
Yep.
And then we could just be like, me and Sam could just make a joke, and then Austin will just join in and be like, yeah, let's all have just
Yeah,
a fucking
exactly.
joke. And
Yep.
it's like, well, it's fun. Then you can also get those moments where it's like, me and Sam will argue every once in a while,
Yes.
just because it's like we have different opinions.
Yes.
But it's usually off camera.
Oh yeah. It's mainly off.
But
camera.
that's kind of the fun of it. It's seeing someone else's point of view and being like, I don't agree with that
yeah.
necessarily.
We just
but
like
I
challenge
see-
each other a lot.
which is good because if you don't challenge someone, you're fucking gonna
Yeah.
hate
If you
each
just
other.
become a yes man,
Yeah,
then you gotta-
exactly.
You got to reevaluate.
I
your
agree.
shit.
And then it's like me and Austin, because me and Austin travel a lot together.
Yeah, we do.
And we'll just sit in the car and just listen to music or just fucking
Yeah.
talk back and forth and talk about shit. And we're just like, it's nice to have that little divide between me and Austin me and Sam and me Austin and Sam all together
Yep.
because
Yeah.
it makes it so fun. Because me and Sam will talk on like Discord randomly.
Yep.
Be
Yeah.
like, hey, want to talk on Discord? Just bullshit for a while, play a game.
Yep.
Sure, let's do that for a while. Or like me and Austin will just like I'll text Austin like, you all right or what's up?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Just check up on everybody.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, all right, I don't have anything to do today. I don't need to do shit.
Yeah. My thing is just like I like being in a bubble. I like just being alone a lot of the time.
Same.
Just kind of like being away. So like yeah, that's typically why I'm pretty quiet when I'm like not here and actively doing something because I'm pretty constantly like someone's always like come here do this, come here do this, and it's like a lot.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna add some time to our timer. We're gonna go a little bit over.
Yeah.
Oh, of
we're
course.
almost at an hour.
I just say just like
we'll try and keep it. I'll keep mine pretty short because we said pretty much
Okay.
everything I want to say.
okay.
Yeah, I added 15 on the clock.
I could really say a lot of positive things. Like the only gripes originally were just like
Editing.
no, not even.
Oh, no.
Like originally I was like when I heard you say we need these many edits, I was like, I know how I edit. I don't. I just don't need it.
Right.
Because if I showed it to you and you went, this is not what I want at all, I would be like, what do you want from it? And then I would find out what you want and try and integrate it.
Yep.
But then I showed it to you and you were like, this is great.
Yeah.
This is fine. This is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
I had my concerns too. I was like, oh god.
Because I was like, I'm just gonna do it my way. If you don't like it, then I'll change it
Right.
to match. But
Yeah,
if-
exactly.
And then as soon as we meet and because like we'll get these ideas in our head like, oh fuck, I don't like what he's gonna do. But as soon as we meet and then we see what we do, we're like, oh, like the problem gets fucking sorted out right
because
right
it's
the
like
fuck away.
because we all jump to conclusions about
Yes,
like what
yes,
each
we
other
fucking
wants,
do.
and it's like again the edits is always the thing we come back to right now, just because
Yep.
that was the first thing we were all
Yeah,
kind of
the
just
major
like, what
gripe.
the fuck is going on?
yeah,
here?
exactly.
And it was just like to me, I was always like, I'm just gonna do it my way. If it doesn't pan out, I'm gonna try and change it so it works for everybody. But I'm not gonna stress it because then I will make a worse product from
Yep.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Same with like riffing or anything like that. Just like if you try and focus on too much, you're not gonna have fun. You're not
Exactly.
gonna do well. And that's why like when we were doing like Castle Crash or anything like that, you'll hear I'll riff the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
And it's nice, but not a lot of it's useful in some
Yeah.
cases.
Yeah.
Because that's just how riffing works.
Right. And we need a lot of practice too when it comes to like our improv and riffing game, I think.
I mean, I already went to an improv club, so
Again, I'm not bad at improv. I literally proved it during that.
yeah.
We're not bad. It's just we're not used to it.
We're not used to it like in this type of setting of like
Also, you have to think
on mic.
like a lot of people when they improv, it's for like an hour or two at a time, and we're doing it for like 5+ hours sometimes.
Yeah,
So
we-
obviously, there's going to be like
There's gonna
points.
be really good moments and then like
And the
you
worst part is
tried.
you step on your own toes sometimes.
Oh fuck
Yeah.
You'll be like, I have a joke. I'm gonna go for it. Fuck, it didn't work.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly.
be quiet for a little bit to try and air out the mood and let someone else talk and then try again.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
If my jokes don't land, I'll just keep going. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because if I stop, it's gonna feel really awkward when it's just like I'm quiet because I talk
Yeah.
so much during these because I'm trying to keep the air filled.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So like if it happens to you, Sam, it's just like didn't land. Quiet down a little.
Yep.
Because I'll just talk over where you didn't land and I'll just be like, okay. I'm
Right.
basically saving face for someone and then
Yep.
just keep going.
Yep.
Austin makes jokes all the time. A lot of them land. The ones that don't are always the ones that are just a little too like off color for him. So just like we just go,
Don't say that one, Austin.
and we're like,
I love all people.
we all love all
We
people.
all do.
Blanket statement. There we go.
Yeah.
Now we're
Hell
safe
yeah.
forever.
We're
If anybody
telegraphing
ever
you.
says anything, we're free. Everybody use the N word. We're good. Let's go home. No. Okay.
And I'll try and just improv over everybody because like it's just if you don't, someone's gonna feel like, oh fuck, I just dropped the ball really bad.
Yeah, exactly.
And so like I'm trying to be the great
The
equalizer
filler
in that.
essentially to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sure like no matter what there's always something. Not to
guess-
say like what you're doing is filler, but like
No, that's what it is. It's filler.
Yeah.
Like it's to fill that air so that it's like because sometimes filler's funny, sometimes filler's good, sometimes filler adds something to a conversation. It's just like sometimes it's just like I need to riff to keep people from like getting really quiet because their joke didn't land, or keep a conversation going because it was fun and we were having a good time. So just
Yeah,
keep
exactly.
it going.
Yeah.
Like my only the only negative things I don't even have really anything negative to say. The only negative things I could say are just like Duke.
yeah, that's fair.
Fucking Duke took a lot out of us.
Also-
Duke took a lot of me.
Yeah, I
You-
feel really bad. You had to take a brunt of that.
I was happy to take. I'm so happy to have taken
The
Duke.
fucking
'Cause-
basketball.
Oh,
God.
that was the worst. But
Oh,
but the thing about
God.
that though is I really enjoyed Duke as a whole after the fact
Right.
because I was like, dude, Duke is so fucking bad. I love that. I love that it's bad.
Yeah, exactly.
But then it's like then Duke. I look at it and go, this was fucking awful. but I love that it was fucking awful.
It's true.
Oh god, the boss fights.
Because at a certain point, I started to play it seriously.
Yes.
And we were just blasting through sections, and I was like, I just want this fucking done. And
Fucking
I think it's one of the few times on the channel where I just went, fuck it.
I
I'm
need to
actually
get
going to
this done.
try.
Yeah.
yes,
exactly.
the look on your face, it fucking shifted hard. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Because when you see what happens when I'm fucking trying to get through something, it's like a little bit Nax and Verge, which is another game we're doing right now.
Yes.
You literally, I'm playing it and I'm having a great time, and I saw a boss and just went, fuck this boss. And I just teleported through, and I cheated the boss.
You fucking the first one.
I game sharked. It was the second one, I thought.
I thought it was the second one? Oh yeah, it was. The
It
first
was
one
the
was like the
second
jetpack
one.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I went, I wonder if I can do that. All right.
Sure shit.
Did it, killed the boss, didn't even take it. I took one hit.
I think
Yeah.
that was kind of the same thing with that big one that we fought today. Like once you took down its laser cannon, it was just like, oh, this is really fucking easy now.
Yeah.
Now I
It's just
can
about.
hurt
I
him.
feel like a lot of Axiom's bosses are just like figure out
Problem
what you
solving.
need. Yeah, what you need to beat in what order to do it as efficiently as possible. And once you figure that out,
Or just it, for me, I just look at
No
it and go,
clip.
yeah, no clip. When I look at it, I just go, how can I, what do I do to beat this? Okay,
Right.
try it. It worked.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
And yeah, just Duke took a fucking toll on a lot of us, especially since the last session. We were all like, just get it done.
was
Just
fucking
get
hard.
it done.
That's
I refuse to let them have the AC on. It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. And then I was like, Austin,
fuck it.
it's bad. And he goes, it's not that bad. Wait until you get to the final boss. And I went, hey, Sam,
You're so
right
fucking
on his
wet.
fucking hand, right on his arm, and he went,
You don't get AC
oh.
until you
and
do
then
it.
and then I went to
Duke has
Austin. I
strict
went, here,
orders.
Austin, try this. Because my hands were fucking
Yeah.
sweating. And,
And
he went, let's put the AC on.
No, I still stuck to my guns.
No, you didn't.
Did I?
You might have
Yeah,
stuck,
you
stuck
did
to
for
it
a little bit.
Like literally 1 second after you went, no AC, and I went, Austin. And you went, it's still the
Okay,
AC
yeah,
on because
okay.
it's bad. Because I also went, hey, touch the back of my head. See how wet that
That
is.
was a reluctant
And he
loss on my end.
Yeah, it was when we were fighting the fucking underwater.
Yeah,
dude.
it was.
Underwater eel.
But
God.
something else about the channel is that I like how it kind of gives purpose. Cause like for me personally, I don't really know like anything I'm doing in my life, and I don't like I've been trying to figure out how to like do my own channel and like figuring out what I want to do like in general with my life and hobbies and things like that. And it's really nice to have this because it feels like something I can dedicate time to, and it feels like kind of like a purpose always, something always to go back to and things
God,
like that,
yeah.
which is really nice.
Right.
It just because you'll wake up some days and you'll just look at your feet on the bed, or you'll look at yourself and you'll just go, what am I doing?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
What am I doing
Oh
right
fuck
now?
yeah! I had
And
those like 2 days ago. I was a pain in the ass.
it sucks, and it's like you go, I'm actually doing a lot right now. It's just I don't have any vision past what I'm doing at this exact moment, so
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like I'm doing nothing. So then when I sit down and edit, I'm like, oh, we had a lot of fun doing this.
right.
Fuck, I can just do this for a while. And you edit and you're like, that was great. I can't wait to show everyone this. And like show everyone here and then put it out and just show everyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then you could just look at it and go, wow.
Because you're always getting something done, and that's a really good feeling of like always knowing you're at least doing something.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we have our own little rewards here.
Yeah.
We watch little JoJo at the end of the day. Which next week will be no, we should watch. Fuck, are we doing a podcast next week? We are,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, should we watch JoJo first and then do the podcast? Because it'll be the last. Well, it might be the last episode.
I don't know how
I'd
much
rather
JoJo we're gonna
podcast
get
than
through.
Podcast.
yeah,
Yeah.
do it. Then give us the reward, not halfway through.
Yeah, I agree.
Then yeah, we also have rewards and stuff for ourselves. But let's transition to the end because I think you've all said everything that we really like.
Yeah,
If we had
I'll
it,
add. I got a few two things I'll add at the end of the asshole thing, and then we'll wrap this
Okay.
shit up.
Okay.
Do you not want to do it right now?
Well, fuck it. Okay, whatever.
Right now, because then it's just,
Okay.
Okay. One thing I think one thing that you viewers can look forward to is that I'm actually gonna start. I didn't say anything to them yet, but I actually want to start live streaming my editing sessions.
Oh, I think that'd be
Oh yeah,
fun.
I should start doing that too because we
Yeah.
used to do that together.
Yeah, we
me,
used
me
to.
and him used to sit there and edit just
It
like
was-
right next to each other.
It was the
effectively.
fucking best thing to do because it's like, okay, now I have an extra incentive. Like I'm entertaining people. I can also I educated like
a guy. Yeah.
yeah. One guy came in. He's like, hey, how do you do this? And I was like, oh, okay, you do it like this and that. And I did like the most. I got what he was looking for, but it was in the most like jerry rig way because it was in Vegas and I think he was editing in
Like Premiere.
Nice.
And then yeah, so I'm gonna start. I'm actually gonna start doing that. And then when these guys arrived today, I was listening to that fucking X-Men Japanese
Yeah,
song.
Japanese X-Men opening.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
fucking. If you haven't heard that shit, you got to. But I wanted to make a trailer for Smash and like try to make the most hype fucking trailer ever, and I'm actually gonna do it with that fucking Japanese song. That's down the road. You guys can look forward to that, but those are the two things I was gonna add.
Yeah.
You know, sorry for being the asshole and taking the spotlight.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, we were still on that topic
That's
for
an
now.
asshole move.
That's a fucking.
That
You like
is.
that shit? You like that shit?
We're only gonna do one this time
touch
around.
me.
We're only gonna do one. Am I the
better be a
asshole?
good, better be a good one. Better be a good one.
This is one I've talked to my friends for weeks and weeks, and we still bring up.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I
Uh-oh.
love
Like, and it
these.
still absolutely enamors me.
Okay.
So it's, am I the asshole for effectively banning my nephew from masturbating?
What does that mean?
You banned your nephew from masturbating.
That's fucked up for one.
Wanting to, technically.
Wanting to.
So,
Okay.
But it does say for effectively banning. The only thing on there right now is I'm not good at describing noises, Jesus fucking Christ, because guess what? She deleted her post. Luckily, every Am I the Asshole thread automatically puts what was originally written in the comments in order to guarantee people will not change facts, in order to guarantee that it is always there.
Oh shit.
So we get to
Ooh.
read the straight raw original of it,
Oh,
because she
boy.
totally just removed it because she's like, I'm not good at describing noises.
Oh god.
So let's see if I can find it here in the thread. Gotta go down quite a bit.
That's fucked up.
What a thing to say.
Okay.
What a thing to bring up to the internet.
Banning
By the
my
way,
son or my nephew,
Nephew.
from
My
wanting.
nephew.
not even her son.
Throwaway for privacy. Couldn't think of a not an offensive name. I never thought this would be an issue or something
Excuse
I
me,
would.
Before you go, what's the name?
I have to like scroll really far up. Let's go.
I just want to
It's
know.
Weary Way 2, and I don't know why.
Okay, what the fuck? Why even with the name?
I feel like it was something else. Maybe she started actually using this as a Reddit account. Regardless, she said throwaway for privacy. Couldn't think of a non-offensive name. I never thought this would be an issue or something I would ever have to devote thought to, but my nephew lives with us at the start of puberty, and his new masturbation habits are causing major issue. Our house has very thin walls and currently one
Oh,
functioning
no.
bathroom.
Oh,
We have 6
no.
people here, two of
Your
whom,
house, Austin?
2 of whom are infants. The last person is my very intellectually disabled sister, not his mother. There are 2 bedrooms upstairs for kids and 2 downstairs.
Oh no.
Male masturbation, unfortunately, makes noise.
Male masturbation.
Unfortunately, makes noise. This noise wakes the babies up and or my sister.
Oh,
when the
God.
babies wake up, everyone is now up and going upstairs to check them.
No, it's probably like
The babies aren't getting enough sleep, and the rest of us aren't getting enough sleep. I got into a minor car crash. Sans children, I don't know what that means. It says sans children in parentheses because I'm not awake enough anymore. There's also the issue of my sister walking in. There are no locks in between the bedroom doors, and my sister doesn't exactly grasp knocking. She used to be able to deal with a closed door, but she's been having trouble as of late. The noise troubles her, but seeing it will be disastrous due to recent trauma. The bathroom would also be an issue because we currently only have one that have one and everyone's bathroom needs to be dealt with here. I can't devote bathroom time to any one person outside of medical issues. My husband doesn't understand why this has to happen, that we just need to tell him not to do it. He started puberty at 16
Oh boy.
and views masturbation before adulthood as unnecessary. I grew up in a high-stress home, started before puberty, and realized that's a major need, if only for stress relief. However, something has to give.
oh, I'm sorry, I keep doing that.
I don't want to give him a complex, but people need to be able to sleep. There has to be a set rule other than sometimes we shout at you and sometimes it's never mentioned, because that's what works best in parenting. But I don't know what time would be free. Nephew doesn't have a home alone time often, if ever. I feel like an asshole, but also I don't really have a choice.
Oh, first of all, how do you and your buddies always bring this up? Like this kind of
That's a good question, yeah.
Because
kinda seems
there are
cut and dry.
comments that she talks to a lot of people about that just baffles me.
Oh.
But we're not going to get there yet. I want just the base to give to you and give your initial instructions or your initial verdict, but also keep in mind that there are additional comments.
Okay.
I missed this.
I want to say not the asshole unless I hear these comments, but it's like it's my house. I don't want you jacking it constantly. Like if you gotta crank one out, you know what? Fuck it, right?
Yeah.
But when it's like it's constant and people can hear it, and I've told you, like I've caught you before.
Okay,
I don't know
okay.
if she walked in on them, but she obviously caught them to know that they're doing it.
She has not. She just knows that the baby's awake.
Wait, so she doesn't know for sure.
I guess her sister said something, and then there is an important detail that it was not in the main post.
Oh boy.
Oh,
So I'm gonna leave it as
so there's
is.
a cliffhanger somewhere.
I'm gonna leave it as is for now.
Okay, so No, like if I told you to stop,
Okay.
don't fucking. Why are you jacking it, man? Like, come on, we can hear you. Like,
Okay.
does the kid not have any dignity? He's like,
No, it's a puberty boy.
but Drayden, if you're 16 and I'm 30 and I go, hey, listen, I know when you're doing it. Don't. All right, man. I know what you're doing.
You want to hear a
don't.
funny story about this?
No.
Later.
No,
Later.
It'll be real fucking not good.
Okay. Let's
It's
not
a joke.
go there.
It's a joke. It's
Okay.
a joke.
Okay.
Fucking
But it's like,
because I saw the look in his eyes.
I was like, I don't know.
he was like, his eyes shifted from. No.
But it's like, come
No,
the fuck
but
on.
it's in this scenario. He's like what, 13?
Yeah.
13.
He's 13.
Yeah, so he's just getting into it.
But I mean, like, it's like, come on.
But
dude,
listen,
you
don't forget the first time you ever masturbated, and you just went, "What is this?"
Right, but it's
oh my
like-
god, can I do this again? And you go, "I can."
I try to keep
will.
it. I try to keep
will.
it down though. Like,
But no, when you're a kid, you don't know any better. You don't think of
I
it as
did.
wrong.
I was like, this is like, if someone sees this, if someone sees me jagging my little boy penis, like, this is gonna.
But here's the thing: he's not doing it like during the day. It seems like he's doing it at night when no one can. So he probably thinks no one can see it, but everyone can hear it.
No
He
one
probably, exactly. That's probably what it is.
Oh no.
So not the asshole is the verdict on Sam's end, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh god.
I
What fucking wrench is gonna be thrown in where I'm gonna second guess this? Like, how fucked up does this get?
I'm gonna say not the asshole, just because it's like, well, not the asshole in the most basic sense, but it's like he's clearly a boy who's
yeah,
going through
yeah. I'm not
puberty.
saying the
Yeah.
kid's a fucking
Okay.
little asshole.
Okay.
but
It's just
like,
it's like you can't really blame him.
it's
That's
like,
just how
pump the brakes,
situation-
little man. Come on.
But you just don't know how to. Then that's
Just
kind of the thing. It's like
You just wait a night and then oh shit.
No. Okay.
You just wait a night and the next night it's like hell yeah, this is a lot
no,
better
but
than
kids
just
don't know
constantly
better.
back. Well, I mean,
Kids eat candy until they throw up.
right, but it's
That's why that's literally the best analogy for it. Kids eat candy until they fucking vomit.
well, okay, this kid's crazy.
Okay,
all right.
go.
What are these comments?
So the first comment says clips from it. Male masturbation unfortunately makes noise.
Yes.
The person responded, "No, it doesn't." What the fuck is he masturbating to with that wakes people up? You're the asshole. Teenagers masturbate, and you won't be able to ban him from doing so. If for whatever reason he's being this loud, talk to him about being more discreet.
What? You kid?
So don't
masturbation-
ban him. Talk to him. Tell him to shush it in a discreet way.
That's like,
I mean,
You're an asshole for outright banning him, is what this person's getting across.
well, it's
you
my-
can't ban someone's masturbation.
But it's
Shut up.
my household though. I got rules.
But
But
even but
where
I
are you
got
supposed to
rules,
go?
though.
what if your dad told you right now you can never masturbate in this house again?
I'd be pissed. And you know what? I'd go outside.
But then you
That's a kid.
yeah, you have to.
But I'm just saying though, it's like, come on, dude.
it
Like,
is a 13-year-old.
But it's a 13-year-old kid who doesn't know
I
much.
thought he was 16.
13 for the third time.
No,
Oh,
her
I thought it was.
husband started masturbating at 16.
Oh, I missed that bit.
Kid
Okay.
is 13.
He's 13. He's just going.
That's why I keep saying a kid will eat candy until he throws up.
Fuck. I don't
He
know.
doesn't know
man.
better. That's why I keep saying.
It's like, dude, come on, man. Just
Like,
stop.
you could go up to a kid and be like, you know, we
But
know,
that one
we
guy
know
that
what you're doing.
says it doesn't make noise, that's bullshit.
I mean, it depends.
It depends on the fucking length. Remember that fucking Funhouse video? Like, oh yeah, I found out the reason why it's loud is because you could actually base it on the length because it's the amount of time it's basically like clicking. It's like a heartbeat. Because it's like he
Listen,
doesn't have
I don't
he
wanna
doesn't have to
talk-
travel.
I don't want to talk as much about this because I don't want to be stepping on toes or nothing. Because I
he
feel
doesn't
like
have
this
to travel as high as he does back down. So then
Listen,
you could
don't
then
wanna,
you could
you don't want to hear my side of this
you can
conversation.
count the fucking seconds. I get that, Drayden.
You don't.
All right, you always talk about your fucking dick. All right, I
When was
get
the
it.
last time I talked about my dick?
It was when it got hit the
I just gave Dane a look of just like
It hit me in the
blankness.
balls, and I said it hit me in the ball.
But I mean, come on. I started looking at it. You were gonna like. I'm gonna talk
No,
about my
I'm gonna
dick today.
touch myself. Is that what you think he was thinking?
I was like, hit me in the nut.
That's
okay.
not-
So Mike
Okay.
said hit me in the nut, and I was like,
okay.
Okay.
oh fuck. I was like, why did it hit me in one nut, dude? Why?
Yeah.
Okay, what are these other comments now?
You're the asshole. Sorry, but this makes zero sense in my books. He should be able to knock one out within minutes. As for the noise and the,
Good phrase.
I shouldn't have read this comment, but I'm gonna go through with it because this is something that I haven't read yet.
Commit.
As for the noise and the apparent clink ejaculation makes, are his testicles producing liquid metal that solidifies his gun? Its gun? Perhaps you should have your husband speak to and basically say something along the lines of, "We don't want to stop you doing it, so please try and be discreet about it." That's important because everybody was very adamant that male masturbation should not be that loud. It should not be that loud where you can hear it through walls. It should not.
Well, I mean,
And it's important.
Again, depends how you.
it depends on the house too. That's another
because the
thing.
house it says either paper thin, so there's really even any noise. Someone fucking rolls on their bed in this scenario, you
Right,
hear
like-
it. So even if you're not, if you
We can hear my fucking old man out in the living room right now. Like sometimes it's like I could see that it could be like it may not sound loud, but it can travel.
yeah, sound travels really aggressively, especially in like
Okay.
with thin walls.
Yeah.
So
So
the
someone
wall's not even like it's.
But that's what they're saying in
not
this
even
scenario.
6 inches.
That's what in this scenario they say thin walls.
Someone else said, you're the asshole. You obviously don't know very much about males, especially because you think it takes every guy 40 minutes to finish, but you literally cannot ban human habits. You masturbate. You may say you don't. By the way,
like that.
he's also banned from masturbating in the bathroom because she's like, if someone needs to go in and he's masturbating, that's not fair to them.
Yeah.
So you agree with that sentiment?
Like if he's
If it's not like during a shower or anything like that.
if he's cranking in the bathroom and I gotta go, I'll be a little pissed. Like, come on, dude, really? You gotta do it fucking now and here.
But if he's not allowed to do it in his room,
If
where's
he's
he allowed to do it?
I don't
shower,
think he should be
You don't think he should be masturbating?
constantly.
but that's not what this. That's not what
I
he
know
said.
it's not where it's. I
Because
know
what's
it's-
happening
but
is
it's
he's
just like,
masturbating.
but
Like,
why are we advocating this fucking 13-year-old
No
jacket?
one's
though?
advocating. You're the one who seems that.
I brought it up, but it's
You
like,
have
come
this
on, the elephant's in the room. We all know it.
You have this fixation about him like wanting to masturbate.
Well, 'cause that's
I'm
what
just
this whole
saying,
thing's
like,
about.
Do you ban him until he's 18 then?
But that's the yeah, you can't ban him because he's gonna do it no matter what.
That's why I think just outright banning him and like yelling at him for doing it, I think is
It's gonna
not-
create a complex.
I
by
was
the
It's gonna
way.
create a complex, which is something else brought up.
I
So
would-
imagine you masturbating and your dad comes in. He goes,
No, stop that! You're
would-
making God cry.
yeah, that would really screw you up.
It'll fuck you
It
up.
would be like it would fuck me up. I get it, but it'd be like I'd feel immense amount of shame. I'd be like, oh god, like, come on, you wouldn't feel the shame from that.
But it's you're a kid at this scenario. You're 13. This is the first time you've ever done this. You get that nut and you're like, oh.
Even
this
when I
is
was 13, I
awesome.
knew it was fucked up. I was like, if someone sees me, that's like.
But this is the thing. He's not doing where people can see him. In this scenario, he has his
But he
own
doesn't.
room.
He doesn't realize it though.
And that's why. This
That's
is
why
so
he
weird.
needs to be talked to. That's
Yeah,
exactly
yes,
why
he
he needs to be
does
talked
What
need
to.
to
we're
be
saying,
talked
he
to.
needs to be talked to, but just
No,
don't.
not
I'd be like,
outright
I
banned,
can't
where he's gonna
stop
get-
you. You're gonna do it anyways, but just know.
That's
We
what they
know.
That's
Fuck yeah.
because okay, so that's something that's important. That's going to come up right in this comment too.
Okay.
You masturbate. You may say you don't, but everyone does. Where's the kid's mother at? Why is he living with this prude of an aunt who wants to control the entire house?
Oh.
And why do you have 6 people living in a house with 4 bedrooms and 1 bathroom?
What
What the fuck does that pertain to anything?
That's a good question though.
There's a
What's
ton-
Well,
happening
it's a
here?
good question. I get it, but it's like, does that?
No, because the question also has a lot of
Like,
layers to
why
it.
is the nephew staying there? So, here we go. Where's the kid's mother at? Why is he living as prude of an aunt's house? She
That part
responds
doesn't
with,
need to be there.
Nephew's parents were extremely abusive. I don't want to control the house, just the noise level. And why? And now he's responding to him. Why do you have 6 people living in a house with 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom? Nephew had to live with us. The twins were a welcome surprise after years of not being able to get pregnant. My sister had to live with us. It was either us or an abusive group home. We also had a 2nd bathroom, but don't now.
Yeah, because they have to compensate for the people.
No, the bathroom's busted. This is important. The 2nd bathroom's busted and they don't want to fix it.
What?
They don't want to fix it.
So,
Can they afford to fix it?
And the way he just said it made it sound like they can't, but they don't. Because they don't want to fix it.
I don't. I mean, there's obviously something more.
There's
to
more
it.
to this, of course.
and also,
what the
this,
fuck does this-
here we go. This is exactly what I wanted. So when your twins start making noise and being loud, are you going to ban talking so people can sleep? Masturbation doesn't make a sound unless your ear is pressed up against the door and is intentionally listening to him. If you're so worried about the 1 bathroom situation, fix the 2nd one. Stop being a helicopter parent, aunt, and get over your nephew doing what is normal. Okay, this is
I'm with
important.
you on this. A lot of people are saying a lot of shit that they don't know much about.
This is important
Right.
though.
And
This is
then
really
but there's some things there that make sense, and there's some that where it's just like I'm being a helicopter parent transcendentally by trying to control this too.
Now, this is the important comment thread that I'm glad it happened to be this one and I stumbled upon it.
Okay.
The walls are, she responds with, the walls are very thin and his ejaculation is louder than normal.
Well, you can hear his ejaculate.
Here's that nut.
Someone says, ejaculation does not make a sound though. She says, male ejaculate absolutely does. I've heard it as clink clink.
I've heard
but in
it.
the media, it's described as fap fap. The ejaculation. She's
Oh,
saying,
joking.
no, ejaculation.
No, joking is a phrase. That's a word used for masturbation. Joking. I
No,
don't
no,
know
no.
if it
She's not
joke.
saying ejaculating. She's saying ejaculation. She's saying the act of coming makes a
Can you
clink.
please not say coming? Say nut. Say something else.
Okay, the act of nutting
Yes, that's way better.
makes a clink clink noise.
A clink clink.
This is why this thread has enamored me so goddamn much.
Okay, well,
Something's
being
wrong.
the
Devil's advocate.
Devil's advocate. It's like personally, I've heard it like not even a dozen times. Unless this kid's like he's a fucking
What is his name? That nuts really hard.
right. Yeah, he's
He's Johnny something. Not Johnny Sins. Some John something.
oh Danny D. That one.
Maybe, I don't know. But there's a dude who just nuts a lot and it's fucking loud.
Oh fuck! I don't know the guy's name.
So
I don't either.
but do they not realize that maybe the kid moans? Like, do these guys, these fucking white
no,
knighters, are
she
like,
says
let him
that
masturbate?
She says they have heard him, and the problem is his ejaculation, which is what she's inferring here.
So it's not the fap noise. It's the fucking
Ejaculation.
They can hear the nut.
It's the big finish.
It's the
Maybe.
fact that she can hear the nut apparently, which is causing the babies to wake up and cry.
How loud is this guy's nut?
So
Bang bang.
so someone else,
This man is fucking shooting off rounds.
Like, Dre, if you're in the other room and also you hear from my room, like that, really fucking loud.
I
fucking run. I'd be gone.
at some point she does describe it, and I don't know where, but she did describe it as coins hitting a bucket.
I mean, what is he?
I'm fucking dumbfounded.
Is he just like making a little fucking puddle on his belly that's that loud?
Here's the thing. Now someone else responded with, everyone sucks here. Everyone sucks here. He should have figured out that he's being a little loud or whatever if the babies are waking up. Have your husband talk to him about being quiet. So many different ways as recommended above. He's not going to stop, and asking him to stop is atrocious. Also, teaching children that bursting in on people in the bathroom isn't great either. What's wrong with the second bathroom? Does the toilet not work, or the pipes in general? Any chance of fixing it? One bathroom for 6 people, 3 of them needing immediate access is sucky. She responds with, I don't know that it can be made quieter. Male ejaculation makes noise. Don't know why people say it doesn't.
Who is this human being?
And his is louder than normal.
It's not
and we have thin
constant.
walls with sensitive babies. The second bathroom basically has faulty plumbing. We have to get it and the entire house's sewage system redone before it can be used again. Now I don't know about you, but we have to save for a while for $30,000 bill. The reason it baffles me because she goes on to say someone else said something about it, right? And she responded to them too. And this is the big reason it baffles me.
Okay, I'm excited.
So, ejaculation does not make a sound though.
How could she not get it right this whole fucking time?
So she says a male ejaculation, yeah, it does, blah, blah, blah. It's saying that's clink, clink. So the person says in media, the fap, because she says, but in the media it describes it as a fap.
Yeah.
So the guy says in media, the fap is the actual act of masturbation.
Yeah, it's the motion.
The sound of the hand moving and colliding with the body, not the ejaculation. Ejaculation does not make any sound. It only makes sound if it hits something that makes sound, like a gong. This person replied with, when my parents had a foster son in his teenage years, his masturbation also made a clink clink sound. I've read articles that back this as well.
Prove it. What articles? Okay, wait. There's a fucking dire question here. Who is doing this article about kids jerking? Who's
No,
doing
ejaculation
this?
in general.
That's
because
fucking
This is the real
horrendous.
Okay. So she's obviously convinced that
A fat nut is hitting the ground and making a clink clink.
which is now waking up the children.
apparently this boy's urethra is making such a loud sound that it goes through walls.
Yeah, because she literally hears the exact quote. The part that makes the noise is the ejaculation. AFAIK. It's supposed to sound like clink, 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 but it sounds more like dumping coins into a bucket. Literally her words verbatim.
This person sounds dumb. It sounds like they got fucked up plumbing. And then the other thing is they're not telling us where the rooms are located. If they're literally like back to back to back,
Because apparently,
I could see
I think
that.
they're
Maybe?
I think they're downstairs. From what I can gather, I think they're downstairs. The kid and the twins are upstairs, and the twins will wake up at night crying. And apparently, for however she never explains it, they can also hear the clink, clink, clink of his
Oh
ejaculation.
my god! If they're downstairs and they have bed frames, that's totally why. Because the fucking bed frame might be moving just very slightly, just from the motion. So they might be hearing the of the bed frame moving,
Which
and they
might
think
be-
that's what it is.
Yeah, because then when it stops down, that's
Here's
why
the thing, though. She has been adamant.
That's it.
she's been adamant again that she has heard other guys ejaculate and made a clink, clink, clink noise. I'm pretty sure in this exact thread, she says
I think I seen one porno where I heard the dude fucking like, oh, I could hear it. That was just one. It's not.
And it is such a specific sound. It's
Yeah.
not just.
It's not.
There's no describing it.
It's like. It's just like it just sounds like high water pressure. That's like a quick burst.
so. She also said.
Yeah, just like.
She also said it can't be done. She basically says here it cannot be done in the shower either, because hair plus semen makes a very effective drain stop.
No, that's not
I
true at
wouldn't
all.
think
So
semen
I'm
would.
pretty sure dealing
Semen
with
is
the only
liquid.
working
Yeah,
bathroom
especially
being out of
when more water's
commission
fucking hitting
to
it.
preventable cause would take the last of my sanity.
This
So
person's
she said
fucking dumb.
we have a hierarchical. She says we have a hierarchical system of who has bathroom priority. My sister's near the
that's
top
why.
as her bathroom holding abilities are frail. The babies are going to be on toilet training soon. Of toilet training age soon, and I'll pick a lock on anyone before I make small kids wet themselves so someone can have masturbation time.
That's
I haven't
not
had-
what anyone has said, though.
I haven't had full privacy in the bathroom since I was pregnant. That was before the second bathroom broke. Pretty sure we can draw the connection between him jerking off, the baby's crying, and everybody running upstairs. My husband doesn't really masturbate.
That's
He has
not true.
hormonal
Fucking
issues.
That's a horrible phrase you just said.
He has
Shame on you. Shame on
He
you.
has hormonal issues and didn't actually masturbate until he was 19, but said it took too long and he lost interest. My husband takes like 40 minutes during sex.
Bullshit.
You're missing out, homie.
So she said it takes 40 minutes during sex because of antidepressants. So I just assume that every male takes that long. We have yet to have the bathroom completely redone, and then all the other stuff I've said.
This
So,
is a weird implication.
This really
Sorry.
is weird.
so this is why people I feel like have labeled her the asshole, because she has decided to live and die on the hill that ejaculation makes a noise when guys have flooded forward, and so many men are like, I'm a man. So many men in this store are telling you ejaculation does not make a noise.
She probably fucked two dudes that had that problem.
And she was like, it's
It
every
has to be everyone.
But then so remember, she deleted the post and just said, I'm not good at describing noises. So she got nothing from the post, by the way. Literally nothing from the post except, oh, they're making fun of me because I describe masturbation as clink clink.
I think she's not the asshole, but she's a fucking dumbass.
She's a loon, at least.
She is a wingnut. For people to go, why don't you pick the bathroom? Like
I
get
get
that.
it. I get it. Money's a problem.
Like if it's a bigger issue where it's like, oh, it's just a broken toilet. No, if it's the fucking pipes.
Which is what they
Yes.
said.
Right,
Yes,
then you
which
gotta
is what
tear
they
up the
said.
fucking drywall. Fuck that. Don't be like, oh, you should fucking do it. Just fucking fix it. No, there's more to it.
But
buddy.
I also believe that she shouldn't just be like, no. Because
Yeah.
she's like literally banning it across the board.
Well-
He has nowhere to go. And imagine being a kid and just like literally, if you start
it's not the end of
running
the world though. If like,
It's
It's
not
not,
that-
but then it's like you
you
get those.
develop a complex, I feel.
Yeah.
If someone's actively yelling
imagine,
at you.
Imagine if your first time you ever masturbated, your dad busted you and went, "What the fuck are you doing?
don't do that.
You're making
Stop
You're
it.
making a clink clink noise.
You're clinking on the ground,
I can hear
Sam.
your fucking coins
bucket.
bucketing. Stop it.
And it's like and then you hear that and you go, "Wow, he heard me. I never want to do that again." But then every time you get the urge to, you start to feel guilty. You create a really horrible complex.
Oh fucking yeah! It is like this is.
But I mean, it's even the fact that
But
she
here's the
ban-
thing. Here's the thing. Then you start to create a worse complex from that. Because that's how a lot of people start to get really weird sexual negativity.
I think the boy should just be like,
You're okay.
I think
You're
the husband
cool.
just needs to talk to the kid.
That
I genuinely
too.
think the husband
They
just
also
needs
should
to
just
be
move
like,
people around. Why have the baby on the fucking top floor away from you?
yeah, that kind of seems.
Why?
Yeah, that's.
In what scenario is that
why?
smart?
yeah. So
Put it downstairs with you guys. If he makes noise upstairs, at least you can fix it quickly so that people can sleep.
Maybe they just want the exercise, man.
I don't know. Yeah, and but the
They
thing
want
is, from the
exercise, they can go
sounds
clink,
of,
clink in a fucking
from the
bucket.
sounds of it, her and her husband still have sex.
So then what about when they make fucking noise? Because it must be like a fucking stampede going through a fucking china shop.
I thought I had remembered her talking about her husband making the noise, but I couldn't find it in the thread.
Oh my god.
So maybe that was taken off,
Also, it's
or
the
maybe
fucking
whatever.
weird
Maybe I
impli-
didn't read that.
The fucking weird implication that her husband didn't jack off for so long. I don't believe that.
He had hormonal issues.
But even then, even certain hormonal issues still don't stop that because there's so many
I
different.
genuinely okay. Here's the thing. I
know.
genuinely believe her saying because she changed her
I
story.
believe her to a point
She said 16 initially, then she changed it to 19. I don't know why. I believe
because he probably told her just to like bump it or something or like just like because people don't want to admit when they start jerking.
Yeah.
No one does.
Yeah, no one fucking really.
It's
does.
just it's one of those things where you go, maybe I should push this back. Maybe she was like, that's what he told me, and then he goes, actually, it was 19. I just felt like it was more natural.
But I mean,
say
I feel
that.
like a hormonal issue makes sense because then you don't have any libido. If you haven't hit like puberty and you have a hormonal issue literally preventing you from hitting puberty like that late, there might just be zero urge to do so.
Then at that moment, that's not a puberty issue, that's a he can, but he just doesn't feel the need to.
Yeah, but I'm
So
saying
then
if you don't
that's
feel a
different.
need
So
to,
that means
then
he's
why
still
would
hitting
you?
puberty. Then that would still mean that he doesn't have experience with that, so he wouldn't know what it's like. So he should still have to deal with it.
Again-
She doesn't fucking know. She clearly doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
She probably thinks the fucking bed frame rocking maybe against the wall or against the ground because he's beating his dick, and it's like, okay, maybe it's just a little too loud. Maybe you can go up and be like,
Right.
listen.
I think final verdict. You're not the asshole, but you should educate the boy. All right. You're a dumbass. Just educate him. Just sit down, talk to him, be like, hey, listen.
Yeah, I
don't
think
die on your fucking rabbit hill.
Right.
I think, and yeah, it was just the fact that she was so adamant about it.
Right.
The fact that she literally said like,
makes
I read articles.
It makes noise.
I read articles. She even said I read articles backing this
But
up.
where are the articles that she is saying?
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if she
Yeah,
could,
she doesn't
she
fuck
and then
should
she just
back it.
and then she just backed out and basically said, "I'm not gonna." So people gave the verdict of like, "You're an a-hole for trying to outright ban it," and some people even said like,
Yeah, 'cause
"Have your
the implication
husband
here
talk
is not,
about it."
not that it's that she's banning it. We keep forgetting that.
Like it's
I
like
keep
literally you
taking out that-
cannot do it anymore at all.
I mean,
Literally,
You should always be
outing
able to
him.
bust one out in the shower if you're showering.
Like, how long though has it been going on?
It just started.
It sounds like it's been going on for a while though, because she literally got in a crash from lack of sleep from
Right,
having
so
to
But
take
it's
care
then
of the
it
babies.
still could be the early parts of it. Maybe they're a type of family that gets certain amounts of sleep because they also go to sleep at the same
I
time.
mean, if you get fed
And
up with it, like if your kid's fucking jacking like a rabbit, you gotta like, okay, son, stop.
please calm down with this.
Right, like fucking just educate the kid.
That's what you should do. Also, banning it, no. You should never ban someone's
think if
alone
you get-
time.
if it-
it becomes a like literal problem,
Yes, that's
other
where
than
it's
just
like-
you not wanting to deal with it, fine. If your
Right.
son is literally like, I don't want to leave my room because it's the only place I have privacy to beat my dick,
Yeah.
then it becomes a problem because then that becomes something way different. When
A fucking hobby.
Also, side note, she's only ever
That's
had
not
one.
even-
She's only ever.
Keep him fucking occupied.
get him a video game
Give him a fucking
and
game.
then beat off the game.
Get him GTA 5.
Her husband, by the way, is the only person she had ever been with.
Oh.
So she knows nothing.
She literally
fucking knows nothing.
She watch porn. Let's send her some links of porn, and then she'll be like, "Oh,
It doesn't make noise at all. Like, she clicks on the video like huge cum shot makes noise. Oh god!
holy shit!"
She jumps. So we're going with not the asshole, but don't ban him.
Don't ban
educate him.
You're a
Education.
dumbass. Give him education.
Also,
I'm glad we talked-
I bet you she's one of those parents that's like, don't teach my kids sex ed, I'll do it, and then gives a horrible sex talk.
She's
I almost guarantee it.
it just again, the only reason it really enamored me was because you get like, is this okay? Is this okay? Should I ban this? Whatever. And it's always like, don't ban it, whatever. It was just the clink aspect
It
of it.
was so fucking.
Because think about it, it's
She's dumb.
coins in a bucket. It's
Also,
like
again, don't claim something if you have very little sample size.
Does she have like fucking.
Well, she read
braces on?
articles.
She doesn't. it's like
She
hitting
says
her
coins
teeth.
in her pocket. She doesn't know. How to...
She doesn't
she,
fucking
but
know.
she read articles though.
Oh, she read.
Oh, yeah.
She read her own articles
She
on
must be a fucking
LinkedIn.
genius now.
Yeah, but yeah, that's why it enamored me, and it's why I bring it up all the
That's a
time with my
great-
friends, and I'm
that's
like,
a
clink.
It's a good one.
It's a great, just for that one detail alone. Clink, clink.
As soon as he said that, it was like,
She's either she's
and it's
dumb.
loud enough that they can hear it downstairs, and they can be like, it happened.
Maybe this kid's just like really fucking loud.
Maybe
like,
it's
we stay
liquid
at this
metal.
house. It's like holy shit, he's that loud.
You know what they could do? They could put on a TV and just like let it play. If you can't sleep with white noise, you gotta learn.
Nah, it's fucking.
But it's waking up the kids and
Listen,
causing
little man, I
problems."
hear you. You stop. You stop
Quiet
right now.
down.
You fucking ease up on the fucking fappage.
Ease up on your hog.
Just please, dude. We could hear you, man. We get it. We get it. You're gonna do it, but come on.
So final verdict,
Not the asshole.
not the
But
asshole.
educate the child.
And it's funny
Educate the
because you guys
asshole.
did start with
Dumbass.
you're the asshole. Well, no, you guys started with not the asshole.
Not the
that
asshole.
verdict was actually ultimately the asshole for
Oh,
trying to outright
fucking
ban it.
People are, no.
It was-
It's again. It's her household. It's her rules and the husband's rules.
And I get
but
it.
You're a dumbass. You should at least educate.
You should
Yep.
know more than just what you're saying.
Right.
And
like,
with-
educate the fucker.
And with that, clink clink, my boys. Thank you for listening.
Fucking.
And we have been the S.A.D cast with your hosts
Austin.
Sam.
and Drayton, and we're gonna clink clink into the night.
Get it off my teeth.
Clink clink.
It's in my fucking mouth. I'm Leon Lush again. I did this at the other bit and we stopped recording now. No, we didn't. We're still going.